Hey everybody, it's Face Off Hockey Show. I'm Scotty Waz. Today, this week, Face Off Hockey Show, we're going to be talking about Avant-Garde Omsk and how they're turning into the Senior League. We'll talk about China. We'll talk about Match Pacioretty. We'll talk about fun stuff and also the banning of the Stanley keg stand. It's a sad day for us all. Sad week. It's Face Off Hockey Show right now.
No, go up.
They make me feel sad.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face Off Hockey Show. With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
the breakaway. They shoot the guard. There we go.
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
You believe it not? Oh, yes.
Here's your host for the Face Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's Face Off Hockey Show. I'm indeed Scotty Waz. I've got a new windscreen. How about that? Right off the hop. Let's just.
Do you only have male and female windscreens? It's either pink or blue. Is that how it works?
Well, no, I got Jen's windscreen is. I'll just throw the microphone at me. Sure, why not? So Jen's got the classic black windscreen.
Ah, black. Okay.
And then I got the yellow and the orange.
Ooh, nice.
Windscreen.
You got a 5-pack.
I did get a 5-pack.
It's amazing. I like that.
If we get in here, if we get in real tight here, you get in
It's falling apart.
It was a little. The red one was a little messy. Red one was a little chomped up. So I'll put it to the microphone rafters, and then
You should
we
autograph it, and then we can give it away.
we should do it for charity. Windscreen. Yeah, another week. Right off the hop. Face Off Hockey Show Fantasy Hockey League on now. We got a couple people going ahead and joining up. We appreciate you so far who have joined up. I got a text, apparently people, or an email from him. Like, hey, just making sure you got my thing. I'm like, yeah, no, we got you in. Johnny has his own site he deals with. I
emailed everybody. I emailed everybody last week.
Well, Ken Chambers is a fucking idiot. I've got 9
Tell
people
him.
so far.
Tell him he's being banned.
Banned. He's banned again. 9 in my league. Johnny, I don't know how many you have confirmed.
I emailed everybody that I highlighted green.
Cool.
Let me see who actually signed. Ow! I hurt myself this week.
Nice. We'll get to that in a second. If you want to join in, go ahead and get at me on Twitter at Scotty Waz or
Get at me, bro.
At FOHS Radio.
I changed my name this year to hashtag We Are Also Bears.
Perfect. Love it.
So I have 5 teams.
Oh, not bad.
I don't know who they are. 66 AH Reg Combat Team.
Wow.
As good as it gets.
Mm.
Nitro Herka.
Herkus.
And the Outhouse Penguins.
Outhouse Penguins?
Penguins.
Oh.
I'm pretty certain there's a way I can find out who they are, but I don't know how to do it on my phone.
That's fair.
But no, Dynasty, whatever. Irish Dynasty or whatever the hell he calls his name is not in here.
Mm.
I mean, he doesn't listen to the show, so fuck him.
That's true. He's not wrong.
I'll send if people haven't signed up when I get back in again, because I only do it once a week.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send it to him again.
There we go.
But I couldn't care less if he doesn't sign up.
That's true. So that's it. We at Scotty Waz or at FOHS Radio, and then we'll give you all the details from there. Johnny, how the hell did you hurt yourself at a concert?
Oh, so I was telling Scotty beforehand. I'm pretty certain I bruised ribs, like right here.
Not so much
I went
here or here, but right here.
Right here. Yeah, I went to a concert on Saturday night with some friends from work.
Which concert?
Everything. It was Ziggy Marley.
Oh,
Yeah, a little bit out of my comfort zone, right?
yeah, I'd say. A lot of people's comfort zone, honestly.
But it was good reggae music. I mean, well, let me put it this way: it was reggae music. I was told it wasn't good.
Okay.
We didn't even get to see Ziggy Marley. We were
What?
just watching the. We got to the first two bands, and the third band was in the middle when a massive rainstorm hits. I'm at Wolf Trap, right? So I'm in
Oh, okay.
Virginia, and we're like just sitting on this hill. Not a big deal. Nothing's going wrong. So sitting on the hill, massive rainstorm starts. Like to the point where the drains aren't even like draining water. It's just like 2 inches of water along all the walkways.
Ooh.
So we're like, all right, well, whatever. So we're standing on this pretty steep bank, which I didn't realize was that steep. I had on a pair of mesh Crocs because they're very rain friendly. But what I failed to figure out was that they also have plastic bottoms.
Ooh.
So standing at the top of said hill, I was standing on mud effectively at some point as it started raining. We're all just kind of hanging out. Everybody's having fun. Whew, both feet come out from under me, land on my side, slide down the hill into this girl. Yeah. It was so clean. So I'll tell you what exactly occurred was that I landed so well on my side and back that my legs weren't even dirty. It was dirty from like waist up.
Interesting.
Yeah, I had a rain jacket on, easy to clean. Everything came out, everything got clean. There was a couple days where I thought I lost a shoe though. Apparently it was one of those types of parties.
Obviously.
I'd love to tell you that I was drunk, wasn't even drunk. Just dumb. But what occurred, what occurred was I got back to my car, and we all know I just bought a new car. Like it's got like 1,500 miles on it. Just bought a new car, and I was like, you know what? I don't feel like getting my new car muddy, so I brought a complete change of clothes.
Smart.
And being the wrestler that I am, stripped down to my underwear and changed behind my car. Well, I assumed I had picked up everything and threw it in the trunk because the trunk, I have those all-weather mats everywhere in the car, including the trunk. The trunk has like the plastic, like all-weather mat that I can
like
just,
the weather tech, right?
Yeah. So I splurged on those. That was an extra that I paid for. So I was like, whatever, I'll just throw them all in here. Like I can't get this dirty, and if it's dirty, I can just use like a wet wipe and clean it. So I get home, I pull everything out of the trunk, and I'm missing a shoe. So I'm like, what in the hell happened? So I go like out to my car like 4 or 5 times over the next 2 days, like looking through the trunk, looking inside the car. Maybe I put it inside the car. I was like, I have no idea. I have no idea how I lost a shoe. So then on Monday, I go to a friend's house because we're going to like grill up some stuff, and there was a holiday and such. And I get home and the shoe's on the porch. Apparently I dropped it and it was under my car for 2 days. And I just never saw it because it's a black shoe and it's like super dark in my parking lot. So dropped it, went under the car. Yeah, no idea. I have a new set of shoes coming, by the way, to replace the shoes that I lost. So now I have a bunch of shoes that I can wear in the rain and that are like slip on, like boatish type shoes, but they're Crocs still. It kind of says like I don't plan on spending a lot of money, but I also don't feel like wearing socks. Is what I think it really comes down to. But long story longer, when I fell, I landed like on my side. And I'm pretty certain that I like bruised ribs because it hurts. It hurts bad. And I haven't had this feeling since like wrestling in college. So I'm pretty certain I did something. I'm not going to have it checked out. I'm going to self-medicate with whatever is in here. There's a couple beers in there too. But yeah, so that was my weekend. I went to a concert. I hurt myself. I got really dirty. I lost a shoe for the better part of 72 hours.
Nice.
And yeah, went to a friend's house. We had some cookout. We hung out. We did some things. We played some games. There was a fryer. Have you ever seen like a personal fryer?
Like an air fryer?
No. Like a oil fryer, but it's like real small. It's like a personal use like camper fryer.
No.
Yeah, I saw one this weekend too. It's amazing.
Wow.
I was like, if I had one of these, I'd be like the fattest person in the world because it'd just be like, oh, chicken. I don't want grilled chicken. Let's fry this shit.
Exactly. Fucking Mars bar, throw it in there.
I mean, you could fry anything you wanted, basically, right? Like, oh, I've never seen Hot Pockets fried. Let's fry those.
That's no.
That's the only
Like,
thing I have in my freezer. That's the that's what I went to because that's what I have in the freezer. Sorry.
As a fat guy, even I wouldn't do that.
Yet,
right? Exactly.
because no one's tried it.
Sure, you're not wrong. All right. Well, that's
So yeah, so
good
that's what I
living.
did. Oh, I was in jury duty today too.
Oh, mazel.
Yeah, got to head down to Annapolis. I got paid $15. I spent 13 of it on parking and lunch.
Yeah, about right.
Oh, sorry, 12 of it. I came out $3 ahead.
There you go.
And I didn't even get a case. All the cases were settled out of jury trial, so I didn't even have to do anything.
Nice.
I read the 100 things that Capitals fans should do before what is it called?
Before they die.
Yeah, something like that.
I
got to number 26.
I have those books. God bless the people who actually spend the time to write them.
Hey, Ben Raby did a really good job talking to people.
Oh, I'm sure, and I'm sure they do, and I'm sure all these like locker room stories. Like I have a Baltimore Orioles one. I'm just like, I don't know. Like that doesn't appeal to me. Like I can just talk to Jen and she'll tell me whatever the hell. It's like the stories. She's not gonna make a book out of it
because she's done research and stuff, right? Like,
exactly.
but I mean, Craig Laughlin's in like half the book because he knows everyone.
He is. He's got nothing better to do. After the first round of the playoffs, he was done.
Ron Langway so far has been like prominently featured, but I'm pretty certain it's because he slept in Ben Raby's basement.
That's
for a while.
Right. That seems like something Rod Langway would do, and Ben Raby would allow.
Yeah. Why not?
Sure.
Yeah, I would allow it too. They talked about Piney Orchard and how Piney Orchard was packed after Joey Juneau's goal against Dominic Hasek.
It was because we played a summer league game afterwards. Like, oh wow, this is pretty amazing.
Yeah. So far 26 out of the 100 in. I already know the 100th. Spoiler alert. It's see the Capitals win the Stanley Cup.
Well, that's already done. So we don't have to deal with that anymore. At least we got that one checked off.
I did get through. I did just get through road trips. You should see the Capitals on the road, and the Carolina Hurricanes were on the list.
Why not? You can get fucking easy tickets, but you have to watch out for.
That it was easy to get to, and they could tailgate in the parking lot. Were like two of the big pluses.
Yeah, and I mean you got to deal with team grit and team grind. We'll get to that in a bit.
I saw that today.
Yeah,
that seems aggressive.
A little aggressive.
How was your week?
So I finally got my printer. Did I say this last week? I got my printer with everything included.
No. You didn't tell us you got all of it.
Yeah, I got all of it. It's here. It's set up. Everything works. Thank God.
That's a $40 printer. Then that's nice.
$40 beautiful printer scanner. It's an OfficeJet 4650. Don't know what that means. It's got its own email address.
What?
Yeah, no. It's got its own email address.
If you email it, does it email you back?
It prints off whatever I email.
That's amazing. What if I email it? Will it print it off like in your house?
Yeah, as long as it's on and anybody has the email address to the printer, they can do the way they go.
That's decently creepy. I'm not gonna lie. I know. I could just randomly send stuff to you, like if I'm awake at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right, exactly. Like, hey, check out this meme. So this weekend, Jen and I went to Winnipeg.
Ooh.
I went up there just for a day trip. Also, I had to send Katie's birthday stuff out, and it's much cheaper to do it in Winnipeg, in its own country, than to do it.
Plus, you don't have to go through customs.
Exactly. So I did that. That was the main course. But we set up. We went to a thrift shop there. Found a lot of shirts for Jen. Went Went to Joe Daly's Sports Cards. Joe Daly, former WHA goalie with the Winnipeg Jets, former NHL goalie, former AHL goalie. Great guy. Runs a great shop up there. Jen found a lot of cool stuff from the Summit series and found some Beehive cards. I went a little more modern, Johnny.
She got a great picture with him as well.
Yeah, no, Joe's a great guy. So I went a little more modern. I got myself one of these. Got myself a nice little Kapski thing there. I got myself one of these. Nice little Braden Holtby.
That's good. That's still even beside the save, right? Beside the save. What an amazing fucking picture.
What timing? The timing.
Yeah, like
you're gonna go
I know
either
that
way.
you took like 140 pictures and you were just like, oh, there you go. But I mean, still, it's amazing.
That's a hell of a shot.
Love it.
Still with the modern theme. I got a little modern. Got to get a little of this.
That's good. That's the picture that I bought too. That I framed was the Ovi and Backstrom one.
And then I found this. I had to go a little retro. I had to go a little retro with little Menal Rayon.
Nice.
So
that's a very teal jersey.
Oh yeah, the Las Vegas Thunder IHL. But yeah, Menal Rayon. I saw that. I'm like, well, I got to have this. So, then Lids had a sale. We were shopping up there.
Did they?
We were shopping up there for some Stanley. Just see if they had any Caps gear. They didn't have any Caps gear, oddly enough, in Winnipeg, shockingly. But they're like, yeah, no, it's in our clearance section. All the Caps Stanley Cup stuff is clearance section. We go to the clearance section. Oh boy, there was buy one get one stuff. So I got another Stanley Cup T-shirt, a smaller size, just as a quote unquote goal shirt, so my fat ass can lose some weight. So I got that for $20. The Caps hat, the Stanley Cup hat, was $10.
Nice.
I got another Maryland cap for $10. I got 2 Oyos figures for like $6.50. And I bought the Caps Oyos rink because they had it there, but then they said they were out of stock. I'm like, well, that's shitty. So I decided to go on eBay and buy it. But regardless, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, no, you
also got a bunch more Oyos, right?
Oh yeah, no. Jen found the gold mine. We went to Pro Hockey Life in lovely Montreal, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And Jen was just hanging out. Jen was just checking prices and stuff like that. She's like, "Hey, stupid, check this out." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "These are cheap." I'm like, "I know, they're like $9.97." She's like, "No, these are 97 cents." So all 6 of these figures: Patrick Sharp with the Stars, Shea Weber with the Preds, Evander Kane with the Sabres, Tyler Johnson in the Bolts 3rd jersey, Andrew Stahl with the Hawks, and Milan Lucic as a King. 97 cents.
That's beautiful.
This whole thing cost me like $6.30.
That's amazing.
So
that's almost as good as your $9 rink,
right? And then I bought these. MVP 2018-19 cards.
Nice.
I gotta get a little something modern. Pretty cool stuff.
I'm not even joking. I almost bought 2 of those Adidas jerseys just because.
Yeah, you just bought one Adidas jersey.
I did buy one, but they were buy one get one free. Or buy one get one 50% off.
And still, it's like almost, and you could have got 2 for the price of one, like literally.
No, I could have gotten 2 for $100 off the price of one.
There you go. And then I got something here. I got a thing today, literally today.
Oh, nice.
Got my Caps retro cap sweater. All the stars are stitched on.
That's beautiful.
And then your boy had to go with a Gus.
How did you not already have a Gustafson jersey?
Well, so story time. This is all Stan's fault. Okay. So when all the times we go to the games, I'd always wear a jersey, my Red Caps jersey, and I wanted to get a player on it. And he's like, "No, you don't get a player on it because next thing you know, they're gonna get traded." Which for that at time, he wasn't wrong.
He's smart. He's very smart.
Because like after I said I want a jersey with a player on it, like Stevens got traded, Cicerelli got traded. There's a limo incident.
I've always listened to Stan.
Yeah,
even including the "don't get married" thing.
Yeah, no, he's absolutely right on that one. So he's like, yeah, never get a jersey when the guy's playing. So luckily, I was able to, after the fact, I can get it now because he's long retired and he only played for the Caps. And yeah, they won a Stanley Cup. So what the fuck? Why am I not gonna? Why am I not gonna?
He was the reason they won the Stanley Cup because you already had that Bet Gustafson number
Exactly.
16 written.
Yeah, the road to Gus all the way went through. So I had to get the Gus jersey. So I got my Gus jersey, and this was one where it was 50% off the price. So basically, I got this jersey, which is like for customization, everything was like $289, 50% off. It was like $140. So
That's amazing.
IceJerseys.com coming through, and that stitching is nice. It's literally true to form, and yeah, like I said, all the stars are stitched on individually, like down the sleeve and across.
It's
it's a
beautiful.
slick jersey.
That's the way that
Sixers.
it should be.
Yeah. Oh, we stopped at Mr. Mike's in Winnipeg too, so that was another thing.
I still have to figure out if I've been asked if I'm going to opening night, and I do not have tickets. So I'm guessing at this point I'm not going to opening night. But if there are extra tickets out there for people that are listening, I'll go and hang out with you.
There you go.
We can bring Scotty and Jen down too.
Yeah. We might be down there on assignment anyway, so
Nice.
we'll see. Yeah, the Caps. That's gonna be a fun time. The Caps are going to raise the banner, and the Cup's going to be just dented to shit.
And people will do keg stands on the cup at center ice.
Right, and just Phil Pritchard's like, no, please, guys, please.
The whole
no.
team, one after another, before game one.
Yeah, no, guys, stop, please, no. By the way, Maryland Black Bears start up next week. Still no jerseys
Really?
from them. Still,
Did they
zero
tell us
jerseys.
if we could advertise?
I still haven't gotten back to them, nor have they gotten back to me.
Perfect.
They do have a mascot competition going on.
Do they have a website where I can get press credentials, or should I just buy tickets for opening night at $8 a pop?
Let's see, what are tickets? Ticket opening night weekend. Yeah, $8 for defensive zone seating. 10 to $15 is the price range. $10
what?
$10 for the defensive zone where they shoot only once.
I can go to Hershey for that money.
$12 for the attack zone where they shoot twice, and then $15 for center ice. But first 100.
How much to buy the party zone just for me?
Oh,
I'm sure
well, here it
whoever
is.
I invite.
Here it is, folks, ladies and gentlemen. First 100 fans can purchase $20 tickets that includes all-you-can-eat baked ziti and soft drinks catered by the one and only Mama Roma.
They've never seen me eat baked ziti.
Right? The first 500 fans receive a Black Bears rally towel. And maybe you do
Hold
have
on. How many fans are they expecting
I
first?
have no goddamn clue.
Are they expecting more than 500 to fit in Mighty Orchard? Because holy fuck.
That's going to be pushing it.
I'm hoping there are only 500 fans that can show up to this game because first of all, everyone should get a rally towel. Second of all, I've never seen more than 500 people in Mighty Orchard.
I don't know if they can put 500 people in Piney Orchard, but
Is
Johnny,
there standing room only? Are you allowed to stand on the rink?
Yeah,
on the ice?
I will get to that. But Johnny, you're burying the lead right now.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
The national
I don't even
anthem.
know. I'm just kind of talking about.
I know the national anthem, and we might have an in because of this. The
Is Mark
national
gonna
anthem.
sing the national anthem?
Close. The voices of DeMatha Catholic High School will be singing the national anthem.
Oh, nice.
Odds are Sean O'Connor will be filming them.
LOL, let me in.
Exactly. So, I mean, yeah. But let me see tickets.
When is opening day? Because I should probably clear my calendar for when Sean texts me on Friday of opening weekend and says, "Hey, by the way, we're doing all the camera work for the Maryland Black Bears. Meet me at Piney Orchard at 7."
It's the 14th, that Friday.
All right.
It's Friday,
All right.
Friday and Friday, Saturday.
So Friday at 2 p.m. is when I'll hear about this.
Absolutely, you will. You can buy tickets now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, please. Oh, I get it. No, I get it. There are, wow, apparently stuff sold out fast.
Hold on. So I can't get baked ziti anymore?
Well, if you show up first, like the tickets have sold, but you got to show up first. Ticket and food bundle still out there for $20.
Oh, okay.
62 seats left in one zone, 11 seats left in section 2. None on the party deck, none on section 3, none on section 4, none in section 5, none in the general admittance.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
Good for them.
There are apparently people that are interested in this. I kind of just wanted to go to like get. You know what? I've already taken pictures at Piney Orchard. I know that the lighting is shit. I should see if I could get like a photographer's pass. You think they give out photographer's passes?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
And then I could promote it with the Maryland Hockey. We could make like a Tumblr page.
Yes.
Or something for it.
Chesapeake Hockey Week will be lovely. We'll be glad to have your photography.
I should do that. I haven't taken pictures in a while. I feel like I'm losing it.
That's fine. It's the NHL. Here's the problem. They have there's no one, they have, hockey operations, front office. Let's see who the hell is, all right, Mike Weiss. Yep, I know him. Keith Primo is the vice president of hockey operations, ladies and gentlemen.
Huh.
Yes.
Ray Byrne, is he part of it?
Keith, of course, former NHLer Keith Primo. Murray Gunty, CEO of Black Bear Sports and Entertainment. Ryan Scott, who I spoke with, VP of Black Bear. And Mike Weiss, the president of hockey operations. There's no one here. They have no communications department from what I'm seeing.
Perfect.
I would just
no media relations.
I would just Twitter him and say, hey, your boy wants to cover things. Holla at your boy.
I mean, I will say the last time I took pictures, I was in one of the penalty boxes, and I'm pretty certain they won't let me do that.
Hey, you never know. I think they let you in. You just have to wear your own helmet. You got one of those.
I have a helmet. I've got a Jofa. Just take the cage off.
There you go. They have a team shop that doesn't have much. They have a home opener T-shirt. I'm very confused by this home opener T-shirt. On the front, it's got the Maryland, and it's got different Maryland things like the Terrapin. It looks like Mr. Bo might be on there, the state, and then it has a schedule on the back. And then they have the Maryland Black Bears
logo. But that's
logo.
not a giveaway, right? Like you have to buy that.
Yeah, no, you got to buy that. Then they got the hoodies and the plain T-shirts where like the state of Maryland flag on a sleeve, and then the Maryland Black Bears logo for $30. Like Jesus, we got to the wrong fucking racket.
We also didn't have enough money to, to drop $70,000 into Piney Orchard.
No, it was 70. It was 70 mil. It was $7 million, wasn't it?
Maybe it was $700,000. I don't think it was that much.
Oh, it was a shit ton.
All I remember was we got a question asking if there was a bag somewhere with $500 million or $500,000 left over. So
yeah, no, it's 700K.
700K. That's it.
Yeah. 700K.
I want to go and check out the Black Bears. I want to go. I want to see if somebody will. I'll put it out on Twitter. See if anybody wants to go with me.
Go to
or Facebook. No one will go if I'll buy 2 tickets. I probably won't need both of them, but I'll get 2.
Well, hell, like I said, just contact Black Bears NAHL and you see if you can get some press or photo stuff.
I forgot to tell you, I'm going to a house wrestling show this Friday.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, with the Deaths.
Oh, congrats! Is it at Rofo?
I'm pretty certain it's at an Amish. It's at an Amish market.
Oh, what?
It's indie wrestling.
Oh God, this could be the greatest. I need a full report on this.
It apparently is like a 200-person limit. I've only ever been to one other wrestling event, and it was Halloween Havoc.
Where's this at?
It was at Verizon Center when I was in college.
No, I meant this one you're going to on Friday.
Oh, I have no idea. All I got was like, hey, we have an extra ticket. Do you want to go? And I was like, sure. Because I asked them if I wanted to go and watch the U.S. national team play because U.S. is playing Brazil on Friday night. And they're like, we're going to a wrestling event. And I was like, okay. And they're like, we have an extra ticket. And I was like, all right, how much is it? So I'm going. I don't know any of the players. I don't know who's part of it. I might be part of it, but I have a bruised rib, so I'm going to have to wrap it up because I'll act hurt.
Sure, no.
But
wait, what is that? September 7th?
Friday? Yes.
Oh, you're gonna go. You're. I think if I think if I know the deaths, you're going to a good show, sir. That's Evolve Wrestling, Evolve
Okay.
112, live from the MCW Arena in Joppa, Maryland.
Yes, that's it. We're going to Joppa.
You will see.
They told me it was an Amish market or an Amish like place.
It probably is. You're gonna see WWE NXT, so AAA NXT star the Velveteen Dream, who's from the DC area and a graduate of the Maryland Championship Wrestling School, take on Austin Theory. You will see the Long Island Bad Boy Joey Janela take on AR Fox.
Okay.
And you will see a 4-way freestyle women's match.
Cool.
I
think they're free on the internet.
Gotcha.
Different 4-way?
I think so. You'll see Hot Sauce Tracy Williams against John Davis, who is, of course, we all know, the creator of Garfield. I don't think that's true.
Same person?
I think so. Velveteen Dream, Austin Theory, Velveteen Dream coming down from WWE's NXT developmental back to Evolve. Big deal, especially since he is coming to his hometown, his home arena. And Joey Janela is just a treat because he is a scumbag, and he's the best kind of scumbag.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, you should. I
so
think
I'm excited. Is there anything like? Should I wear anything? Should I wear my like Green Terror wrestling T-shirt?
That would go over huge. I would say do it.
Really? All right. I still have one.
Yeah. Yell shit at people too.
I'll see if I can find it. I think it's upstairs, but it might be all the way.
Oh,
upstairs.
I can watch the live.
No, I think it's upstairs.
I can watch the live stream or video on demand.
Oh,
at a number of places.
So you can see if I'm on TV.
I could see if you pop on TV, just like the time the deaths were on SmackDown behind the commentators table.
That's true. That is true. They were. All right. Well, I will see. I'm gonna write a note to myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a reminder for tomorrow night to look for Green Terror Wrestling T-shirt.
There you go.
I think that if nothing else, that'll get a pop from the deaths.
There you go. That would be perfect.
Because I'm wearing a wrestling T-shirt. Actually, I do have a Carolina wrestling T-shirt also when they were recruiting.
Nice. We should probably get some news.
Okay. Do I have to play music? I'm writing a note to myself.
No, you don't have to play music at all. I just have to bring up the Patreon account. Because, ladies and gentlemen,
by the way, too, while you're doing that, I will kill for time. In a couple weeks, as long as everything goes well, September 19th show, we'll have Adam Scorgi back on the show. Adam Scorgi of Ice Guardians fame has a new documentary out. What is it called?
Making Coco.
Making Coco. I keep calling it Finding Coco. Making Coco about Grant Fuhr. So he was fantastic last time he was on the show. If you want to hear him talk about his newest documentary, September 19th, we'll all be on. Lyle would like to talk to him as well. I don't remember. Did Lyle get to talk to him last time?
I think so. Yeah, I think he did a little bit. He snuck in there for a bit.
So yeah, so Adam will be back on hopefully in a couple of weeks. I talked to him. I set things up directly with him. I didn't have to go through press this time, so
that's good.
I mean, awesome. I have his cell phone number also.
There you go. So
Adam, drop that.
Adam Scorgi, 2 weeks from today, from this episode here, we will be on Face Off Hockey Show again, talking about his Grant Fuhr documentary. It looks fantastic. Looks very interesting. That's for damn sure. Patreon, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We appreciate all you've done. We had someone bump up. We had someone leave. You know, whatever you want to do. You want to give to us, we appreciate every morsel you give to us to help us improve the show, improve the quality, improve whatever we need to improve on. Sorry, we can't improve on talent. We're already at the pinnacle. So thank you to Matthew, Damon, Mark, Trista, Kevin, Ethan, Chris, Mitch, Brian, Angela, and Sean. Patreon.com/FaceOffHockeyShow for all you guys there. Johnny P.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy. Remember back when the lockout happened? Back in 2004, first lockout.
Oh, the first lockout. That was a long time ago.
The one that wiped out the entire season.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was when Alex Ovechkin was supposed to play hockey, but didn't.
Exactly. Akbar's Kazan decided to just load up on NHL players.
Okay,
Because
you mean then or now?
then.
Okay, then.
Well, Johnny, they loaded up on some NHL players, and they're like, "Yeah, no, let's do it." Our boy, Steve from Omsk, he decided to jump back into. Remember him?
Yeah,
Remember
Steve
Steve from Omsk?
Man. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve. So Steve from Omsk decided to get on that train like 14 years later, and the quality of people are just the same.
So I have a question.
Please.
Did Steve have the same people's cell phone numbers possibly and was like, "Hey, you guys want to play?"
Yeah, I think so. And they kept the same numbers because when
Why
you hear,
wouldn't you? I've had the same number for like 20 years.
so has Todd Butts. Like Todd lives in California, he still has his Maryland number.
I have a Columbia number.
Wow.
Yeah.
The good old 443.
Yep.
But Steve from Omsk is loading up, and he just signed someone today too. So to get ready for the KHL season, to get ready for I think it's the Putin Cup. I don't know. Chris Versteeg, Alexei Emelin, David Desharnais, Max Talbot, and now Cody Franzen are now a part of Avangard Omsk.
Look at all of the talent on that team, though. There are some Stanley Cup winners in there, like Max Talbot
and Chris Versteeg.
Chris Haas is on the live chat, by the way. Hi, Chris.
Oh, shut up. Boy, like when you want to load up a team for a championship, wouldn't you do with players who could make a difference? Like
if you're loading up a team though, so that you can sell tickets, wouldn't you just do it with people that they may or may not know?
I don't know if David Desharnais is going to get spots in those seats. They're going
to have a picture of David Desharnais in a Canadiens jersey, and they're going to plaster it out front of the place.
And they're going to be like, "Who is that? Is that Pacioretty? Is he coming?"
Yeah, well, that's fine. He still has the chance.
Listen, if these 5 guys are the face of the franchise, they're going to have rally towels still available. Because
for only 500.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think they're going to get that many. So yeah, I mean, I don't understand I understand why these guys are doing it. They're trying to prolong their career at a somewhat higher level. Maybe get ready for the 2022 Olympics by playing, out of country, out of the NHL. But would you want to play domestically? Considering Desharnais and Talbot had to join Omsk from a really terrible situation from their previous team. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's me. Like, would you rather take an option of playing ECHL rather than going halfway across the country to play in, by and large, a league that a lot of people shit on?
Yeah, but can't you still make more money in the KHL than you can in the ECHL? And really, at this point of their careers, isn't that all they're trying to do?
Yeah, perhaps.
Like, there's a difference between like just playing hockey, right, and playing hockey so that you can make more money. Because I have a feeling that, like, if you're just prolonging your career, make as much money as you can.
Yeah. By the way,
AJ tells us that Chris Versteeg is a 2-time Cup champion. By the way,
I apologize. See, there we go. So, also,
he's like our stat boy, like the PTI.
I appreciate.
He always corrects us. He tells us, "Oh, nice, yeah." Chris sent us something on Twitter. We haven't gotten to Nate Schmidt yet, Chris. Sorry.
No, we just started hockey talk.
Good timing.
By the way, Bob Hartley is the coach of Avangard Omsk.
Okay.
And David Desharnais and Max Talbot both left the Yaroslavl Lokomotiv because of the way they were treated. So it was a false accomplishment. So now they went to Avangard Omsk. I gotta sneeze.
All right, so that's fine, right? Like, they were already in Russia. I had a feeling that Max Talbot was already in Russia.
Yeah.
He's probably playing with Adam Oates.
Sure.
You know for a fact that Oates is still playing somewhere
Oh,
if he's not coaching. So I mean, why did either of them? I don't think either of them played for Bob Hartley, but at least they know who he is. Like, and he understands English, right? Like, who was what do you say? Locomotive? Who was their coach?
I think Putin, because Putin owns Locomotive, so he could have been coach.
No, because he was making CSK.
Yeah, Scott
St. Petersburg, right? Yeah, he was making them win games. I read that article.
Dmitry Kavarnov, former NHLer.
So yeah, I agree. Go and play for Bob Hartley.
Yeah,
unless it's Dmitry Kristich, and at some point you probably have a road back to the Capitals.
I was gonna say sometime you're gonna get there on waivers. My thing also, and I'll turn this other way around. If you're the KHL and you see all these like North American players coming in and invading and taking Russian players' spot, wouldn't you be a little upset about that?
Did they care?
That's a fair point.
So like question is MLS, right? So MLS for a really long time was like, we need to grow the American game. We need to do this. We need to do that. We need American players. You can only have so many foreign players on their team. And then they were like, fuck it. We can make money by having these foreign players come over. Do it. Bring them all over. Who cares?
Sure.
So I have a feeling that like maybe they've just reached the point in Russia that they're like, hey, if we can make money, do it in whatever way possible so that this league doesn't fold.
That's a fair assessment.
Because they're probably at a point that they're like really close to folding at this point.
Oh, they've already admitted they stretched themselves too far by going to China and Finland, because one of the Chinese teams, I think, well, no, that was the women's team, the Chinese league there, or one of the Chinese teams there folded up. And I'm pretty sure that KHL going to China and then outward to Finland, probably not the best idea for them.
Well, I mean, just for the fact that Russia is massive.
Yes, it's very big.
Right? Like, okay, so if there was a fledgling league that tried to build itself right now in the United States, there's zero chance that it would make it in hockey.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too big. There's too much travel. There's already something that's established that's better. Like, it's just too big. Like, had this occurred, had these leagues stayed in Sweden and Finland and Switzerland, they would have been fine. Right? All those leagues are probably doing just fine. But the fact that it was the Russian league that was like, hey, we're going to take on the NHL, they just bit off too much. They bit off more than they could chew.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fair. So it's pretty much just bring anybody in. Anybody
At this point,
we want.
yeah.
Okay. I can get
it's a save the league type of campaign.
I don't know. Who knows if the Russian people are as patriotic as they say they are. That was my only concern.
It's forced patriotism.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. By good point. So there we go. All right, let's get to what Chris mentioned. Nate Schmidt.
I took a picture of it if you needed me to.
Oh, okay. Of Avant-Garde Arms? Beautiful.
No, of Chris's tweet.
Oh.
So I didn't forget it.
Nate Schmidt suspended 20 games by the NHL for use of performance-enhancing drugs. Here's how messed up it is. Here's how really messed up it is. Nate Schmidt, he was positive by 7 billionths. Billions with a B %. Have they
even come out and said what he was positive of?
No.
And so that's my problem at this point.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care that it was 7 billionths of something. It could be whatever at this point. That's of zero consequence to me anymore. Like, if they're using the same type of like Olympic effectively list of things that you can or cannot take. I know for a fact, by the way, that like European Sudafed is on that list because that's what Backstrom was banned from the gold medal game for. And then there's not much that you can say about it, right? Like, I think the bigger question at this point, which kind of sucks after the fact, which kind of like puts that shadow of a doubt in the back of your head, is that Nate Schmidt came out and said that he only used what Vegas Golden Knights trainers gave him, which gives that little seed of doubt.
Yeah.
Of did everybody on the team have whatever Nate Schmidt had in his body?
Sure.
Right? Like it's just that little bit of everybody going, this team shouldn't be that good. How the hell did they make it to the Stanley Cup Finals? Oh, there's a doping scandal.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only part that really, really pisses me off. Plus the funniest line of his entire rebuttal was, everybody has seen me lift. I haven't gotten any better all season long.
Right. Exactly.
So it's like, but I still don't know what he was caught for. I mean, for all I know, it could have been like he took one Sudafed before the season. It was still in his body 3 weeks later when he got tested.
Right.
Who knows? But like I said, the only problem that I have with this is that he says that he only put in his body what trainers gave him. Because that just opens that door. Just opens the door.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent you there were a couple other questions too. One about Shea Theodore.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have to stick around now?
Yes. I think so. He has to. Like, you can't.
So Eddie is on too, and he says maybe he did shrooms.
Hey, listen. Who's to say?
He's always smiling.
He is. He really looks high. Like, he's Jim Brewer in that he looks super high.
But we all know they don't test for that.
Yeah. Well, the NHLPA said that Schmidt's tested clean twice last season, and the amount he tested positive for most recently was too small to have an effect and was present in an amount consistent with environmental contamination. 7th billionths of a milligram per milliliter.
Of what?
I don't know.
That's what I mean. Like, just tell us what it was if no one gives a shit.
I don't think they can.
Why?
I think it's the patient, doctor, I don't know.
Okay, so if I'm Nate Schmidt and I'm trying to get myself off, I'm fucking telling people what it is.
Yeah. And it's
because then everybody can make their own decisions, right? Like, it's like popularity at that point.
There's nothing. Like, there's nothing here that says no one knows.
I've seen nothing with what it was.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so it's completely different if it's EPO, right? Or some kind of drug that cyclists use in order to get like better circulation or to be able to transport oxygen better in their body. Like, that kind of stuff is completely different than if they found 7 billionths of a trace of THC. Like, that means literally nothing.
Yeah. And
I don't know. I feel like drug tests at this point are such a farce. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
But 20 games, that's a lot, especially not getting paid.
Yeah, 500,000 is what he will forfeit in salary.
And Nate Schmidt's like the nicest person ever. Like, it's always the nice guys that get fucked.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, nothing. I'm surprised nothing's come out. Like, nothing's leaked either.
It is really funny to me that so Phil actually sent me this because he was like, wow, an NHLer got hit with a drug scandal. And I was like, yeah, that never happens. And I go, it's funny that they go for Nate Schmidt, who was like the 3rd or 4th defenseman on the team. Not the guy that scored 43 goals this season that no one saw coming.
Right. kind of that's kind of weird. That whole Marshall Show thing. You're like, man, maybe I don't know. I would love to see when it actually is. Then we can be like, oh yeah, no, that was too much, or yeah, no, that's they should. So if it's horse tranquilizer, then yeah, no, we gotta
Yeah.
fucking problem.
Yeah, I agree. What was it? What was that stuff that Ray Lewis was using? The deer pee repellent or
Yeah, the deer spray.
deer spray. Yeah.
All right. Schmidt's agent Matt Keeter said Sunday he could not comment on what substance was found in his client's system.
He couldn't, but Nate Schmidt could.
Yeah, no. I'm sure he could, but Nate Schmidt's not going to make any more comments on the situation. So,
Because Nate Schmidt's going to take his 20 games, somebody's going to pay him under the table, and he's going to blow over the rest of the shit that Vegas had going on.
Appeal. Can they not appeal?
If the NHL, I believe they still can, but do they have to appeal to the court of sport, like the sporting alliance or whatever it is that's in Switzerland?
I think they might,
because they're using Olympic
the
WADA testing. Do they have to go all the way up to the top, or do they appeal with the NHL?
That's a great question.
I mean, it's not an international event, right? So maybe because it's not an international event, they don't have to do that. But I feel like that's a completely different appeal, right? Like if you just appeal the NHL, you can be like, hey, I didn't have that much crap in my system. And they're like, okay, you're cool. But if you appeal the International Court of Sport,
yeah,
I don't even remember what that's called anymore. I still actually, I have the U.S. ADA versus Lance Armstrong ruling on my on a thumb drive somewhere still. All 76 pages of it, I believe.
So the appeals process is apparently during or is after the testing, after before they announce it, is what I'm reading.
So he's already had the chance to appeal.
Yeah, the program will employ a strict liability standard for test positive. The levels established by the program committee. A player will have the right to appeal a positive test result to an impartial. Oh, maybe afterwards. So maybe now he can do it. An impartial arbitrator with such appeals to be heard on an expedited basis. Test results will be kept confidential to the extent practicable. There will be no public announcement of any kind until the appeal process has been exhausted and the final disciplinary determination has been imposed. So he's exhausted everything. Yeah, it's done.
So this is he's done everything that he can.
Once a positive test has been confirmed after appeal, the player suspended will be identified and will be announced that the player has been suspended for blah blah blah.
Wow.
So he's done all that.
Can we find a list? I'm sure that there are people out there that are way better on the internet than I am, or Sean Leahy might have it on a hard drive somewhere.
Weird.
But is there a list of what the NHL tests for, and that there's zero tolerance for?
Prohibited. The list will include performance enhancing substance on the list maintained by the World Anti-Doping Policy. So it is the WADA list.
All right. I thought so. So I'm sure I can find that.
Both for in competition and out of competition.
Well, wasn't so the last big name, right, that got kind of banned for performance enhancing drugs was Jose Theodore.
Sean Horcroft.
It was that long ago.
Sean Horcroft got busted in 2016.
Okay.
So,
but did we ever find out what?
I
guess we can't, right? But we did find out that Theodore's was Propecia, which was Propecia was really only used to cover up.
But he wasn't. That wasn't NHL testing. That was Olympic testing.
Oh. But they're using the same list.
Yeah, but I think this happened in 2003 before they collectively bargained the drug thing. Is what I'm thinking.
Gotcha.
Burp.
There's also, if I read that correctly, there's actually no drug testing in the playoffs for hockey.
From what I heard, that is correct.
That seems weird to me.
That seems very odd. Yeah, there has only been now 4 players busted for the drug thing. 5 players, sorry. Sean Hill was the first. Zenon Konopka, Carter Ashton, Sean Horcroft, and now Nate Schmidt.
So effectively, it's a bunch of people that are taking the fall for other things.
Mhm.
Because not a single person on that list is notable.
Nope.
I agree completely, Chris. Chris goes, why? That seems like the time to drug test players.
Right. Yeah. No, that seems like the time.
I think
But
that's
hey,
in the CBA. I think that was
yeah,
bargain.
It's like one of those things where you don't get paid during the playoffs, so why should you get adhered to doping?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Uh,
I mean, if you're not going to get paid.
exactly.
Yeah, that is interesting to me, though. Nate Schmidt. Oh.
What a guy. The Washington Capitals are making waves with the Stanley Cup, not just because of the way they're partying, but because they might have gotten the party stopped. According to reports, the NHL is going to look into calming down the celebration, as the Stanley Cup has been dented, has been put out of shape. Someone has carved their initials into it, and the bowl is almost coming off the neck, as the Capitals have been partying far too hard with it, allegedly.
Well, maybe if you allowed teams to win it more than every 43 years, then you'd be fine.
Phil Pritchard literally is crying every time he sees someone try to go for a keg stand.
Yet the Capitals media is still taking video of it every time.
They should. So
it might be the last video we ever see.
Phil Pritchard said, "We politely asked them not to do it. We're trying to preserve the history of the cup. We don't want any unnecessary damage to it or a person in case they drop the person he presses too hard or something. We'll see what happens when we move forward. At the end of September, the cup's going back to get engraved and updated and cleaned and everything. So we'll see how it is, because we have to take it apart then and everything. We'll know probably more in early October once it's back for the home opener.
It's going to be so nice.
Jesus.
It's going to be so nice when Pritchard is walking around with like a walker, and people are like, wow, you need a walker? And he's like, no, it's for the cup stands. Yeah, exactly. Like, you have to put your hands on the side of the walker. You can't put it on the side of the cup. You can still do it, but we want to have this like scaffolding.
We want to have
this side of it.
We want to have this protection.
This is amazing. The Caps win one Stanley Cup and they fuck shit up for everyone.
Exactly. Well, hey, they're going to be the first. They're going to be the first team. The first team on the new ring of the Stanley Cup. So they're going to be taking off names like Gordie Howe and the 1950s Red Wings and all those teams.
Wow.
So yeah. Phil Pritchard's like literally having agita every time he sees the Caps take it out for celebration. He's like, "Oh no, please." Yeah, you keep the history.
I'm sure that there were some people that didn't do it.
I'm sure, but the problem is that you're going ahead and you're talking about the history and kids are shitting in it. So that's not
fine. That can be clean.
That's the history. And strip
that can
clubs.
be clean.
Strip clubs.
Yeah, that is stripper smell you can get out of metal.
You can't. I don't. Some of them probably not.
Actually, there's probably some like stripper glitter behind one of the bands.
Oh, that'd be great.
Well, you did say so. They take all the bands off and then clean the entire thing, like pressure wash it. Like, how does this work?
I think they might just go through like a Sani wash kind of thing.
Because you would definitely have to give a good pressure wash and get like stripper glitter and stripper smell off.
You're gonna take it to a hospital's decontam to get it all nice and ready to go.
Oh, that's smart. I didn't think about that. Like, run it through one of the sterilization machines.
Yeah. Do it that way. Make it really.
That's probably smart. The NHL probably has their own. It's in the Hockey Hall of Fame somewhere. We've never seen it though.
It's in the back corner. They don't let anybody into.
That's smart. They should have their own.
Good for them. Good for the Caps partying up. God bless them.
Gary Bettman's like, we'll never let the Caps win again.
Gary Bettman is also being named to the Sports Broadcasting Hall of Fame, ladies and gentlemen.
When was he a broadcaster?
I don't know. That's a great question, but he's getting in. He could probably get credentials. He could probably get credentials over us.
At this point, I feel like mascots have credentials before we do.
Probably do.
The mascot for the Bears, the Maryland Black Bears, has NHL credentials before.
Oh,
we
by
do.
the way, I forgot to say, they had a poll and the name is Benny. Benny the Bear. It beat Odie. I'm like, oh, that's fucking terrible. By the way,
Odie was a dog.
Well, no, Odie as in Odington.
Oh,
Sure,
that's
for-
even worse.
By the way, if you
I was at least thinking the Garfield dog.
right, if you want to go to the Sports Broadcasting Hall of Fame induction, it's on December 11th in the New York Hilton Hotel Trianon Ballroom. Gary Bettman, Mary Carrillo, Bob Costas, Bill Fritz, Bob Greenspan, Peter Larson, David Mazza, G. Mixel, Jim Nance, Dick Vitale, baby, and some other guy whose name is too small for me to take a look at. So there you go. Neil
Nice.
Pilson, who was the president of CBS. This
Huh.
is CBS.
That's a good
Um,
list.
It's a hell of a list. If you want to attend, then why? Why would you? So there's that. Joined now by Lyle Richardson. Hi, Lyle.
Hey.
I wonder if there's actually a straight Hall of Fame we can go to, like just hang out and see the industry of sports broadcasting, or if it's just like an inductee thing.
Well, so we never made it to the what was the Hall of Fame that was in Vancouver? Because we never made it.
The grocery store Hall of Fame.
The
Is that
Grocery
still
Store
does that
Hall
still
of Fame.
exist?
Let me find out.
Because that would be our Vancouver trip. We went to the bowling Hall of Fame last year.
Yes.
The Grocery Store Hall of Fame, would that be the same as like that game show where you had the shopping carts and you had to dash around and fill them up with as much as you could?
Lyle, it's called Supermarket Sweep,
Thank you.
and it was the greatest game show of all time.
I am not mocking it, sir. I am saying would that be in the shopping Hall of Fame?
Speaking of randomness during jury duty, so we had the Game Show Network on for 6 hours during jury duty.
Yeah.
They play a lot of like the match game from like
Yeah.
the 70s.
Which is the best match game.
That was back before it
Unfiltered.
was like PG related.
Unfiltered, man. Oh yeah.
It's amazing. One guy smoking a pipe the entire
Oh, yeah.
time, like on the set.
That's what's his name?
And I didn't realize that Wayne Brady started doing the Let's Make a Deal
Oh yeah, no, it's
game.
Oh yeah, no, that was
He's
Monty
funny.
Hall back in the day. Monty Hall.
By the way, apparently, allegedly, the Grocery Hall of Fame is still available in Richmond, British Columbia.
Perfect.
What's so special about the Grocery Hall of Fame? Please enlighten me.
What? It's a Hall of Fame, Lyle.
Yeah, what isn't special?
yeah,
about the
say no
Hall of
more.
Fame?
Lyle, our gimmick for so many years was just going to random Hall of Fames. We went to the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2002,
Mhm.
Country Music Hall of Fame in 2003. Did we go to one in 2004? I think it was the
2004 was a Vancouver trip. We tried
No,
to go to the grocery
2004
hall.
Nope,
No, it was with
no, it wasn't.
2006.
2004
2006, you guys
was,
would have done that.
Carolina.
Raleigh, we did not. We went to that guy's house, remember, and drank.
Right, yeah. It was a bar. But yeah, it's a guy's house. Yeah, we were supposed to go to the Grocery Store Hall of Fame. That didn't happen. Nothing in Columbus. I'm looking up on my big board here. Nothing in Ottawa. Nothing in Montreal. Nothing in LA.
Montreal, we went to the outside patio of the Bell Center, which is effectively Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
that
That's
could
true.
maybe like the Montreal Canadiens Hall of Fame in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing in Jersey. Nothing in Philly. Nothing in Florida.
Minnesota. Well, we went to the pub across from the Excel Center, and that was kind of like a Hall of Fame in that it had like a lot of memorabilia and stuff. Tim Reed's, yeah, that's what it was.
Tom Reed's.
Tom Reed's, thank you.
Yeah.
That was kind of like a Hall of Fame. It had very comfortable couches.
That was the Eagles. Tom Reed's was down the street a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I've been to Tom Reed's many a time. Tom Reed's there. He'll shake your hand, tell you stories. It's great.
Oh, that
Just
would
like
be
Dempsey's.
fantastic.
Essentially, yeah, it's like Dempsey's.
That would be
But
fantastic.
but Tom
We should
Reed
go.
never won the 1983 World Series MVP. So
That's true.
you know,
And he's not just sitting and drinking at his own bar that's connected to Oriole Park.
Oh, Rick Dempsey, he sleeps there.
Well, okay, so this just in, actually. It sounds like there's going to be a Langways next year at Capital One.
Oh,
Arena.
really?
Weird.
Really?
Yeah, he probably sleeps there as well.
That's
No, just kidding.
It's gonna be a Langways. It's in Ben Raby's basement. It's a really weird. It's mixing Dempsey's and Tom Reed's with that guy's bar in Durham and combining them together. Ben Raby's and Langways. Get it out
The
there.
best part about the guy's bar in Raleigh was like it wasn't that far away from the Bulls Stadium, if I remember correctly.
I probably could not find that place again, and if I wanted to.
It's not a bar anymore. It's actually somebody's house. That's why.
No, because they were trying to bulldoze it because they're trying to renovate the land.
Like, even if we walked in, they'd be like, why are you here? We're like, oh, we went to a bar here. They're like, yeah, we own this now.
Maybe a decade ago, but not now.
Things change.
That was
Jesus,
a
guys.
college frat house. Sorry.
Guys, this is a single family. Man. That was a fun time.
Those were the days.
Those were the days when we didn't. Hold on, wait a minute.
When the
Let
NHL
us in.
believed I existed.
Oh, it got too real. Got too real there. Yeah, how far away was that from the fucking? Watch me find it now. Like, oh my god, I found it! That's amazing.
Somebody
amazing.
told us to go there too.
Yeah, I don't remember who. Oh no, we were trying to get to the NHL draft party, and then we just got lost, and we just ended up at the bar.
No, that was a different night.
Oh,
The night we were trying to get to the NHL draft party was the night that we end up at the steak place, which must be completely honest, way better dinner.
Yeah, no, it was a great dinner. Yeah.
This was before we knew. Well, we knew people like Sean Leahy and Greg Wyshynski, but they didn't ask us to come and hang out with them.
Yeah, we knew of them. By and large, Johnny, you and I have known Greg Wyshynski since 2001, since he was Monkey's roommate.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, the days.
on the days when we...
That was another group of people that got me on the field at RFK Stadium was the Monk and the Mick. Photography
people, isn't it?
credentials to be on the field for a DC United game.
All right.
I need to find those pictures and put them on Facebook if I haven't already.
There you go. All right. We got some more news as I try to find this bar. Chris Kelly named developmental coach of the Ottawa Senators. Good for him. Vic Hatfield's number 11 is going to be retired by the New York Rangers to join Mark Messier's number 11.
Long overdue, by the way.
Yes. Zdeno Chara, Torrey Krug, Patrice Bergeron not going to China for the preseason games. Not surprised.
Well, yeah, Bergeron and Krug and them are nursing injuries, and Chara's 41.
Yes. So
That's
that'll do it. Sergey, is it Sergey Shumakov?
Shumakov.
1 year deal with the 1 year, two-way deal with the Washington Capitals. Sure, why not? Just more Russians. Rest in peace, Ab McDonald, 82 years old.
Yeah.
It's interesting because when we went up to Winnipeg on Saturday, we went to Joe Daly and Joe Daly's, and Joe knows Jen because who doesn't? And she's shopping around, and he goes, "Hey Jen, just to let you know, Abby's not doing so great." So it's like a little foreshadowing there. Part of the 1961 Chicago Blackhawks championship team, the last team before the 2010.
Also won 3 cups with Montreal before that.
The first captain of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
First captain of the Winnipeg Jets.
Did he win an Avvo Cup there?
Hang on.
Also, Ab, his nickname comes from his first and middle name, Alvin Bryan.
And no, England. They were finalists in the first year, but they lost to the New England Whalers. And yeah, no, the Jets didn't win their first Avco Cup until 1976.
And he was
By
also the
that
first
point, Abbott
Winnipeg
retired.
Jets captain as well.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear. I
I
heard.
was like, well, I'd said that, and then you said, did he win an Avco Cup?
Ah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He was also for one season a Detroit Red Wing as well.
Ah.
I believe the Wings. I think the Wings were his last NHL team before he jumped to the AHL, WHA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm so old. I remember having his hockey card.
Wow.
Yeah. Seriously, straight up. Yep.
Impressive. Oh, Seattle. Breaking news as of 3 hours ago. Seattle's NHL group adds new investors, move forward on arena deals. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. New investors include David and Jeff Wright, whose family owns the Space Needle. Seattle Sounders majority owner Adrian Hunter, Christopher and Ted Ackerley, the sons of former Sonic owner Barry Ackerley, Amazon Web Service CEO Andy Jassky, and Jay Deutsch, the CEO and co-founder of Seattle-based premium merchandise agency BDA. So there we go. All the money's coming to this team. Congratulations.
All the monies.
I would almost bet that the Seattle arena has 4 Starbucks in it.
Probably. That'd be fantastic.
I could sit and mock, but then you go to any arena in Canada, there's at least 2 Tim Hortons.
Eventually.
See?
And that's just outside.
Yeah. I'm not talking inside. Oh, hell, even in our tiny little arena here for the Charlottetown Islanders. Oh, yeah, Tim Hortons in the arena. Oh, hells to the
of course.
looking for the biggest lineup looking for the biggest lineup in the arena. Well, that's where the Tim Hortons lineup starts.
We got a Tim Hortons in the Tim Hortons kiosk in the Ralph, for Pete's sakes.
Yeah.
Love Tim Hortons.
Oh.
Well, it's Tim Hortons bake shop here. It's not really Tim Hortons proper. I can still get a frozen hot chocolate. It's delicious. Yeah.
They do a good ham and cheese sandwich.
Ham and cheeser.
Ham and cheeser. Yep.
So the bread man wants to go to the Rangers.
Here we go. Well, hey, at least we're not talking about Erik Karlsson.
Well, no, because I was going to say some of those documents were like unveiled. Oh, boy, mother trucker. In any case, if you're Jarkko Kekalainen, are you even in any hurry to move him?
No.
Okay.
Why? Well, right now, if they were in a position like the Montreal Canadiens are right now, with what they're facing with Max Pacioretty, I would say, yeah, move him before the season starts because you don't want that hanging over your team. But the Blue Jackets are hoping to make a bit of noise in the playoffs this season. You know, they're looking to take the next step, and they need Panarin. Situation being what it is, but they need Panarin, their leading scorer last season, to be there, to be part of this. I think they're willing to hang on to him. If they're looking to be in Stanley Cup contention this season, or at least put themselves in there, and anybody who's listening might, who's not a Blue Jackets fan might go, "Oh," but I would just remind you, Winnipeg Jets a year ago. If you had said Stanley Cup contender Winnipeg Jets a year ago, people would have laughed at you. They don't laugh anymore. So I would not necessarily be too quick to rule out the Blue Jackets as perhaps taking the next step. But they need Panarin to do it. So I think we get to the they're not going to trade him before the start of the season. And if they are still very much consider themselves in Stanley Cup contention when the February 25th, 2019 trade deadline rolls around, 3 p.m. Eastern time, don't you dare miss it, kids. I think they'll keep him even at the risk of losing him for nothing if he can give them a shot at a deep run in the playoffs. Right now, even a deep run of the playoffs, if they could reach the conference final, that's a big step forward for that franchise. Then you can send Artemi on his way, or maybe you can trade him to do the whole trade for maybe a draft pick thing, a couple of days before the start of free agency for, trade his rights, that sort of thing. But no, they're not going to move him. And if you're a team like the New York Rangers, if you're on his list and supposedly at the top of his list, why would you trade assets for a guy that you can just sign for money and not have to give up a player or a prospect or a pick?
Yeah.
You know, if
Why
if,
does anyone want to go to the Rangers right now?
because it's New York, baby.
That's true.
Look, even when the
I get
Rangers
that. They're a
suck-
crap hockey team.
well, look, they were a crap hockey team for years. Look at 20 years ago. They were a crap hockey team 20 years ago. 15, 20 years ago, they were horrible. And yet, free agents were trucking on over to New York because it's New York.
But you also couldn't get that money anywhere else.
True.
15, 20
That's a
years
fair.
ago.
Well, you could, but they were very limited. It was very limited. It was the Rangers,
Yeah.
the Red Wings, the Avalanche, a couple others, and that was pretty much it. In Toronto during free agency, yeah, but the only
Like
team-
nowadays, there's like right now, there's not a reason unless you're hoping to be part of this rebuild.
Mm.
Like they're rebuilding the team.
yeah,
They have to, right?
of course, and they are rebuilding it.
Well,
you know.
everything except goal.
Well, they kind of sort of stuck there. Let's be
Mhm.
honest. If there was a possibility to send King Henrik on his way and with a thanks for everything you did for us, they do it. But they're kind of locked in there for a while. And
But they have like no prospects either. Like that's the
well,
problem.
that doesn't help either. Yeah.
Like I think Mark's like fourth on their depth chart, and he hasn't played in like 3 years.
Listen,
And he's got a
I'm
bum knee.
going to
Yeah.
throw this. I'm going to throw this out there. If there was a possibility for the Rangers to move out Henrik Lundqvist and maybe bring in Carey Price, if assuming Price was actually available and willing to waive his no movement clause to go, I think they would be all over that. They would happily absorb that cap hit to have Price for 5 years. They get 5 good years out of him. I think they would definitely jump on that. But yeah, they're stuck with. That's just me talking out loud. Feel free to let your minds just explode, thinking about that.
No, that's not that wouldn't be. That's not that rare. Like that's not that bad of an idea. You know what I mean? Like
I don't think
when you look at it from a business standpoint, it's like yeah, no, that actually seems.
Here's another
actually
one I'll throw
seems
at
like
you.
it's-
The
oh,
Edmonton
please.
Oilers would go after Carey Price if they could convince the Canadians to take Milan Lucic off their hands. They would do that in a heartbeat. Cam Talbot.
How
I
bad
think
does
they
Milan
would
Lucic
package
deal look
Cam
like?
Talbot with Milan Lucic and throw in maybe a first round pick if that would land them Carey Price. I think Chiarelli is all over that. Just saying.
Aren't there 25 teams that would take Carey Price
Oh, of
if the
course.
Montreal Canadiens were like, "Hey, we're trading him"?
The New York Lou Lamoriello would take Carey Price like that if he was available. Robin Lehner, yeah, thanks. You're now our backup. You're now our
And
backup.
figure out how to trade for him, right? Like there are GMs that would figure out how to make this work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
The only sticking point would be Price's no movement clause. Would he be
Right.
willing to waive it? And I think
Get
there
him
would be
drunk
teams he
one
would
night
be.
and hope for the best.
Oh, I think there would be teams he would waive it for. To go to the New York Rangers, I think he'd do it. I think he might take it. Go to Edmonton, yeah, chance to play. To back up.
Close to home.
Connor McDavid, closer to home, sure, but chance to back up Connor McDavid, the best player in the NHL, a young team that's supposedly going to be on the rise. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I think they'd do it. I'm just throwing it out there. Anyway, what were we talking about originally? Oh, Panarin.
Oh,
and you
Panarin,
go to
yeah.
the Rangers? Yeah. No, he's going to the Rangers because it's New York, Johnny. That's why it's New York. And they would happily take him because
But he has no tie.
their
Like
whole-
at least Kevin Shattenkirk had like a tie back
I don't
to
think you
like
don't
New
to have
York.
a
to have
tie.
a tie. If you really love a city, if you've been to a city enough to go, damn, I could really enjoy coming here. Yeah, you do it.
So like
Not for-
Milan. So like if AC
Yeah.
Milan gave me like a contract, I'd be gone in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
If yeah,
Like if
If-
I could be a like series
if you were in the-
referee,
if you
like
were
I
in
don't,
the-
I don't even need to be top level Italian referee, but
If
like
you were in
second
the-
or third level.
if you were in the English Premier League, let's just say, for example, let's say you were playing
Yeah.
for the English Premier League. Let's say you're playing for yeah. I'm not going to insult you by saying Man U. You're more of
No,
Remind me.
that's jerk. That's
yeah.
I'm not a
Yeah,
Man
no, you're
U
not
fan.
Liverpool. Who's Liverpool's next? What was it? Remind me. Shit, I've
No,
gone blank.
I'm a Stoke City fan. And they're in the championship right now
Yeah.
because they got relegated last year.
Right. But regardless, let's say you're in an English Premier League team, okay? But let's say you've made trips to Milan and you loved it there, and now Milan says, "Hey, if you said, if I could play anywhere else, I would really love to play Milan." And Milan said, "Hello, oh, you do it in a heartbeat, even though you don't have any real ties there, other than I visited a couple
Well,
of
I'm
times.
Italian.
It's really nice. Yeah, but you're for the sake of this exercise,
I have
you're
friends
not.
in Milan.
For the sake of this
Oh, okay.
exercise, you're not. You're
I'm a Russian
you're
that's playing in the
Irish
English Premier League.
your parents came from Ireland. Har potato famine. Oh, smash in the face.
All
with
right.
my shilling.
I mean, it makes sense. I get it. I understand.
That's why
I just-
Panarin would, and there's also a thriving Russian community there as well in New York.
There's
There
a
is.
thriving Russian community in Washington as well.
Yeah, there you go.
There's
You know, it's really thriving now. But yeah, when they're not doing cake stands, which is something that's now not going to be a thing anymore.
Yeah,
That-
no, we
that's
talked about
uniquely
that.
Capitals thing for one season.
I loved it. I'm
Yeah.
so glad.
Yeah.
Good. Ruin it
But-
for everybody. Fuck
yeah.
'em.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's why Panarin would want to go to the New York Rangers, which, by the way, their rebuild is not meant to be something that's going to last 5 years. This is a rebuild that they're looking at doing within 2. That's where they see
Neither was the
themselves.
Oilers.
Seriously.
Nah,
I know that's the whole dealy boop. If we believe our buddy Two Finger Larry from the New York Post, they're looking at this rebuild.
Larry sounds like such a great gangster that never made it.
I know, right?
That's now his nickname from now on. Yes, Two Finger Larry. Who's that? Larry Brooks, the New York Post.
Hunt and Pet Brooks.
Yeah, peck and shoot. But yeah, according to him, and I'll give him his props. He is fairly well connected, with within the Rangers organization. And they, I believe that they are only looking at this rebuild being we want to just take this 2 seasons. 2 seasons to rebuild, overhaul. We see ourselves being ready to bounce back by year 3. In which case, you bring in a guy like Panarin, that gives you a big step forward, provided he plays, as well as we expect, which I think he would. I think Panarin's proved that he does not need to be. Because remember when they traded Panarin from Chicago, it was like, without Patrick Kane, he's nothing. Well, he's in Columbus with kind of lesser talent than Patrick Kane, and he was their leading scorer. So I think we can put that myth to rest. So if he goes to New York and plays alongside Mika Zibanejad, again, no Patrick Kane, decent center. I think you'll see Panarin putting up 70, 80 points a season. He's that good.
Chris says that the Rangers have been crap as long as he's been a fan.
Well, there's that.
So 2 years.
Probably longer than that. They've been garbage. They've been fucking straight garbage. Fuck them.
Whoa.
Fuck the Rangers.
Oh, where'd that come from?
Fuck the Rangers. Fuck Dan Quinn.
Agreed.
Wow.
And Madison Square Garden. Let's throw that in there as
Oh,
well.
Madison Square Garden's a piece of garbage. Fuck
Nah.
that.
Greatest arena ever. Fuck.
Suck my balls.
I've been to Bell Center.
Exactly. Christ, I've been to any other arena. The Madison Square Garden. It's that New Yorker bullshit of we got to be the best. Fucking Trump-esque city. New York City is the Donald Trump of the U.S.
Wow.
when it comes to cities.
Wow. So much hate from the Maryland mafia here. My God.
Listen, all I'm saying is it's
Wow.
a subpar city, second-rate orchestra.
Okay, Scotty's just trolling here, folks.
Nope.
Scotty's just trolling.
The
No,
only
fuck-
thing the only thing good that came out in New York was Billy Joel.
Yeah, exactly. And he hits light post. Yeah, no, I hate New York City. New York City could possibly be my most hated state.
Oh, okay.
Long Island, no, I like. I like
yeah,
Long
well,
Island.
that's Long
a
Island's
lot.
fine. Get out of Queens.
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
But New York City, not a fan. Never been a fan.
And a shout out to the Beer Authority. Apparently, good friend of the show, Mike Dolan, has a USA Mexico watch party at the Beer Authority coming up. Check that out.
All right. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah, the Rangers are trash. Lyle,
Yes, sir.
something near and dear to your heart. Max Pacioretty. Boy, howdy. What a handshake it was at that charity golf tournament.
Oh boy, could it have been more limp and awkward? My goodness.
No, not since that time with the hooker when I was drunk.
Mhm.
Listen.
Whoa.
Yeah, hi. Mm.
Speaking of stripper smell,
Right? Is there anything? Can this marriage be saved?
Oh, hells to the no! This is
All right, it's
over.
done.
This
It's
is
done, Steve.
over. It is
Fucking
awkward.
roll up the sidewalk. It's done.
Max
Roll it up.
Pacioretty is gonzo. This is his last season in Montreal. If he even gets to pull on that jersey for the season opener, because it's possible he could be gone before then. Canadians are feeling well. He's already kind of laid down the gauntlet earlier today. The reports came out from his agent that he will not negotiate a new contract when the season opens on October 3rd. So it's basically sign me or trade me before then. And if you're gonna trade him, it's best if you have him under contract, because then, well, teams would be more interested in taking him on if he's under contract for a while. But if he ain't, well, now he's just a rental player. Yeah, he'll have some value, but he's not going to track back the type of return Montreal needs, which is a scorer, because you got to replace that scoring, preferably a center, because they're going to have Jonathan Drouin again as their first line center. And
That's such a good preemptive shot, though, by Max Pacioretty.
Well, I think he's done. I think, to be blunt, I think he's done fucking around. Well, they turned around a week ago, and these reports started coming out claiming that, because Pacioretty all along has said, I'd rather not be traded. I would rather resign. I love living here in Montreal. And he lives there year round with his family. They live there year round. He said, I'm ready to sign a contract today if they want to, but the Canadians don't want to. And I think that the Canadians kind of trying to do a little smear. Somebody in the Canadians organization maybe doing a little smear campaign there, because all of a sudden these reports start popping up mainly in the francophone media, claiming that, well, Pacioretty not only asked to be traded last year, but geez, there was even a time back in the 2013-14 season when he asked to be traded, which I found kind of awkward. Is like, why would you say that when, geez, back then the Canadians were actually a pretty good team, and Pacioretty was in the middle of a 30-goal season, one of his many 30-goal seasons. So that seems an odd ask at a time when everything is going great for him and the team. Which makes me kind of doubt the whole thing in the first place. But again, hey, I'm not calling anybody a liar or nothing. I'm just saying that just seemed kind of like a bit of overkill. It's one thing to turn around and say, well, Pacioretty asked for a trade last year when things were going bad. Well, okay, kind of understandable. The season was going for crap. He wasn't playing well. You can understand that. But 4 years ago, when things were going great for the team and they were starting to look like a serious cup contender, and he's, having a 30-goal season, one of the several he's had. What, he wanted to trade then? See, that one I have trouble buying into.
Sure.
So, I think that the Habs they're gonna try to see if they can find a deal and try and move him before October 3rd. If not, they could hang on to him till the trade deadline, try moving him then. But honestly, I don't think they want to wait that long. I think this could be a situation similar to Matt Duchene's last year. Remember the Avs this time a year ago? Remember all of us were calling Joe Sakic, one of the worst GMs in the league. What a terrible job he did. He should have traded Duchene. Hey, full disclosure, I was one of them saying, hey, he should have traded Duchene back early in the summer. Now he's stuck with an unhappy player. Oh, good luck trying to find a deal for him. And yeah, within a month of the start of the season, he found a very good deal from Matt Duchene. So,
but we all know that Marc Bergevin isn't that guy.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
We know that. If he can pull this
off,
if
the Canadians come out and they're like, we don't negotiate with terrorists, that would be the only thing that I'm like okay with right now, because they're not getting anything back from Max Pacioretty.
No, not now.
Literally right now they've dug their own grave.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. The best time was obviously back during the NHL draft. It was a done deal. According to Alan Walsh, his agent, it was a done deal. He was going to the Kings. It was just contingent on whether or not he would agree to a 6-year, $36 million contract extension. And there just wasn't enough time. He felt rushed, no time to think about it. So he said no. And the deal fell through because this was happening apparently in the first round. And I think a couple of draft picks, or one of the Kings first rounder, and I think another pick. I think maybe their second was going to be on its way to Montreal as part of that return, and as a result, the whole thing fell apart. So, They were going to get more than just a couple of picks. They were going to get there was talk of a top prospect. One of the Kings' good young forwards was supposed to be going in the deal too. So
I also don't feel bad about that either, because you know that you have those picks way before draft day.
yeah, they should have sat down and really tried to. But this is all part of that brinksmanship that happens on the draft floor. You try and get stuff done quickly, and but the fact that
you can't if you're involving a player though, like. Especially a player that you have to call and get his approval for it.
Well, when it comes to a player who's got 1 year left on his contract, that was the thing. If Pacioretty had 2 more years left on his deal, they wouldn't have needed to get him involved in it. It would have just been, okay, you're going, bye-bye. Because he doesn't have he lacks no trade protection. That's the one thing that's working in Montreal's favor here is Pacioretty doesn't have no trade protection. And he also has a very affordable cap hit this year. That's 2 things that kind of work in their favor. So,
but they also have zero hand right now. They played all their cards.
They're not dealing from position of strength here. So, as I said, maybe they sit and wait and hope that a player gets injured on another team and they get desperate. Maybe that sort of thing. But I will be very surprised if Pacioretty's still on the team when we hit New Year's Day. I'll be very surprised if he's still there by that point. I think they want to move him as soon as possible for the best deal they can get. It wouldn't surprise me if it happens before October 3rd.
There you go. 2 non-hockey related news that I wanted to get to. First off, the newest North Alabama baseball team for minor leagues has been named.
Ooh.
Please welcome the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
Yay! Go Trash Pandas!
So perfect.
Trash Pandas.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
So the Trash Pandas raccoons that were at Nationals Park and Oriole Park at Camden Yards recently. Were they just marketing ploys now?
They might have been. Also, it could be trying to bring back the Baltimore Bandits. That could have been a thing as well.
That was perfect, by the way. I loved that. That was amazing.
The Rocket City Trash Pandas will start next year.
I want a Trash Pandas hat. I need to figure out how to get a Trash Pandas hat.
Logo maker Brandios will be doing the logos for that. So they also, second part of news, coming to TJ Maxx this fall. You can get your own Team Schuster gold medal tabletop curling set for you and your family.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh, my old man would be all over that. Where can I get this?
TJ Maxx in the Americas.
Okay, send me the link, please.
All right, I will send you
that.
I
just have. Thank you, Scotty. You have just given me the Christmas present for my old man for thank you for this year.
I have a weird question. I'm going to ask a weird question. How do you play tabletop curling? Is it like an
shuffleboard?
It's essentially coin shuffleboard.
Yes.
Yeah, it's essentially
basically shuffleboard. But so I'm serious. Send me that link. If for nothing else, they'll appreciate the humor behind it.
Well, it's just a link to the news article announcing it. But I will.
Sure.
Yeah.
I will look for it definitely because my dad is.
I almost bought
a huge curling fan.
And Lyle, if you have problems with it, holla at your boy. We have TJ Maxx's here in the Grand Forks. I'm sure Johnny has some in Maryland.
Oh,
I have some in Maryland as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, so all Scotty has to do is drive to Winnipeg. Apparently, he can send packages way faster than.
I can absolutely, and a lot cheaper apparently. So
okay, maybe we'll look at that. Anyway, like I said, send me the link and I'll look at it and I'll see what I can do if they do shipping, and if they don't, then I will definitely be in touch with you, my man. We'll get this done because I'm serious.
Make as much money as they can off that curling gold medal. My God, that was amazing.
No, why not?
I watch that video so often; it's not even funny.
And like I said, it's fantastic. You guys asked me about it at the time, and this is one of the best things that could have happened to American curling. That's great. I was so glad to see that happen. Yes.
Plus the 5 spot that they put up. Oh, jeez, God, it's so good. I mean, if we weren't going to get NHLers in the Olympics, we might as well have a good curling team.
Yeah, absolutely. Hurry hard, my friend. Hurry hard.
Trash Panda starting 2020, so we got 2 more years.
There's zero chance I remember about the Trash Pandas.
I got to get some. Scotty will remember. Remember.
Absolutely.
Because I want to get some Trash Panda swag too.
They better have some good colors too.
Like that.
Like they need some good colors because the trash pandas
Yes.
look like they're stealing shit all the time too. They've got like that little bandit like
Yeah.
eye thing going on, the like mask all the time.
That'd
Yeah.
be fun. Some extensions. Blake Wheeler, 5 years, 41.25 mil. That's a
8.25 milliseconds.
pretty good deal. It's about average. About what we expected.
Well, listen. If they wanted to keep their captain and keep building this cup contender train that they got going here right now, all they had to pay the man. He could have got more on the open market if he hit the open market next summer. 9 mil a season and probably somebody would have given him 6 or 7, despite his age. Somebody would have been dumb enough to do it. But yeah, good deal. Yeah, it's pricey, but hey, 91 points last season, and he's their leader, he's their guy. So they're going for it. They're willing to pull out stops. Bottom line, though, is this means it's gonna that cap crunch next year is going to be that's going to be tight.
Yeah, but with all that Seattle money coming,
Yeah, that Seattle money's good, but it's not going to see for a couple years.
And that does not have any bearing on the cap, my friend.
Seattle money's going to have money.
Seattle money goes directly to the owners. Does not.
Well,
fine, but
the initial
all the
Seattle money.
merchandise that they're gonna sell.
Yeah, but the initial, that money, you're not going to see that until 2020, 21.
Yeah.
I mean, the Seattle Cold Brews are gonna have such fucking great jerseys. It's not
Oh,
even funny.
that's
That's a
fantastic.
name to get behind.
There
right
it is.
The Cold Brews. Yes. Rocky Mountain Freshness.
Rocky Mountain
This
Brew.
is part of the Rocky Mountain chain.
That's
Counts.
actually a great name.
The Cold
Not gonna
Brews?
lie.
Yeah, the cold brew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it's all nice.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
It's great tie-ins. Yes. I think the Avalanche missed a
Uh,
great marketing opportunity 20 years ago. They look, if they had hooked up with Coors back then, oh my God, and called themselves the Cold Brews, man, be one of the richest teams in hockey. Telling you.
There you go.
Silver jerseys. They would have had exclusive gray before.
They
Arizona
would have had
yeah.
exclusive silver. They would have been
Oh,
a
yeah.
silver.
exclusive silver.
Yeah, exclusive silver. Noah Hannafin extension with the the Calgary Flames. 6 years at an average value at 4.95.
Could work out to be a real value if he blossoms like they expect him.
Solid
Yep.
value deal. Both of the tradies for Dougie Hamilton have been signed, so that's good.
Yep.
So congratulations, Flames, you done it.
Now all you need is a goaltender. Oh, did I say that out loud? Okay.
You're
Leland
not
Irving.
wrong.
I hate to bring up the skunk in the room, but hello.
I mean, here's the problem: John Gillies isn't that great either.
Mike Smith.
Mike
You're gonna
Smith is
put- gonna-
god
gonna-
terrible.
Gonna tie your hopes to a rickety Mike Smith for another season, all right? And it's not anything personal against Mike Smith. It's just he's in his mid-30s and he has a long history of injuries now. It's like, is this guy gonna get through the entire season injury-free? I don't think so.
No, not at all. We can guarantee that, Lyle.
Yes.
Sagan and the Stars have talked contract. David Krejci worried about the future as a Boston Bruin. Kyle Dubas said they're not going to have a captain from the onset. Here's something that could be interesting. I don't know. Maybe it's a little something or not a something. Lyle. Darnell Nurse not going to go to camp without a contract. Little something or not a something?
Not a something.
Okay.
First of all, I think he'll have a contract before camp opens. I think it's going to happen, but
Bridge deal.
more than likely, where they are right now, it's going to happen. And listen, he's apparently he's open to that. Right now, he doesn't care. He just wants a contract because let's face it, you don't want to be going into camp without a contract.
Nope.
So that's a big nothing burger. I mean, yeah, okay, he said it. Yeah, okay, and some people in Edmonton will clutch their pearls and go, "Oh my goodness, it means he won't be playing for us at the start of the season." Simmer down, kids. He'll be playing for you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Might take a couple of days into camp, but he will be signed and he will be in training camp and preseason and all that happy stuff. It's going to happen. He's
Gotta
got no
be,
leverage. I mean, he's got no leverage staging a holdout, if you want to call it that. I mean, it's, he's got no leverage. All he can do is withhold his services, and that rarely works nowadays.
They just got to get that albatross that is Milan Lucic off their back.
Not going to happen for a while.
In that case, good old RNH should be on the rumor mill again. I'm sure.
What's
Well,
so
if
bad
he-
is that
if
we all
he's-
knew that it was an awful contract when it was
Oh,
signed.
I know,
Yeah,
Johnny.
right.
Didn't we? all?
Before
And
the
I
ink even dried.
didn't know anybody who liked that deal. Honestly, I never.
And his agent.
Lucic and his agent and his family and his extended
Sure.
family.
I would actually,
And
I
Peter
would actually
Chiarelli,
be
yeah.
more okay. I'd be more okay with the deal if the Oilers brass came out and was like, "Sorry, Milan got us fucking drunk one night, and we didn't know what was going on," and everybody be like,
No,
"Okay,
no,
that happens.
It would have been better. No, it
We've
would've
all
been
been there."
It would have been better if Chiarelli had said that. It said, "Listen, sorry, but me and Luch, we got together, we had a few drinks, we started reminiscing about that wild party we had in Boston after we won the cup. We were both blind for 3 days. It was off
We
the
were doing
hook.
keg stands before it was
Oh
cool.
my word! Exactly. There's a reason why I wear glasses now. I suffered from alcohol blindness and never got my full sight back. That's how crazy drunk it was. And the next thing I knew, we were kind of reliving that. And then the next thing I knew, I had him signed to a 6-year contract worth $7 million a season, and I'm really, really sorry. Really sorry.
That's the only way I respect that deal on the Oilers side.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can respect
But
it.
any blogger, pundit, fan, that contract was trouble. There's just some contracts they get signed. You just know they're trouble.
Mhm.
Sometimes you see them sign, you're like, well, it could work out. Well, it might work out. And then there's some you're just like, oh, there's nothing good is coming out of this.
Yeah,
That would have never gotten through if the Oilers still had 184 owners.
it's true.
Agreed.
I wouldn't have went through an NHL 95, so it's not gonna go through with 187 owners. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here with that shit. Yeah. Well, we got anything to talk about as we get? We're about a week and a half away from preseason hockey. Don't you dare miss it.
Yee-hoo!
People are back skating. I've seen pictures.
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
no, it's a fun
Diddly
time.
diddly. They're not waiting anymore. They're like in town and skating and just like, yeah, let's get it on.
Get it on.
So otherwise, no. If you want to go and jump into our latest edition of our favorite game show, I'm totally down with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages,
Oh yeah.
we got ourselves some tings. Some
Oh, no.
tings.
Kings?
August
It's like
13th.
this is the most anxious part of my week every time.
Right?
What's Scotty gonna pull out of the air now?
Okay, well here we go. Here, let me check out something real quick.
Oh Lord.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going with this one.
Okay.
I pulled this out of my ass. So
So he apologizes in advance for the
I
stink.
I could have went with Benton Gustafson's last game in honor of the jersey I bought. Could have. I didn't.
It's an
Why do
amazing
I
jersey.
feel like
Lyle,
we-
have you seen this jersey?
No, show me picture. Show me. Show
Have
me.
you seen it?
Please
Have you
show
seen the jersey? You look at.
Oh, is that what I'm thinking?
You like it? You like it? You like it? A juice?
Oh,
You like it? A juice there?
standing O on that one,
You
my
like it? A
friend.
juice?
The stars
I
are
love those
individually
ones.
sewn
Yeah, all
on.
the- yeah, wow, it's on the. Yeah,
I
the stars are
love
nice
those
and
jerseys.
individually sewn on.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Great number work by.
They
Extra.
never should have got rid of those jerseys.
Lyle,
Never.
they're gonna come back as their quote unquote heritage jerseys. Don't.
I
worry.
don't
Fine.
boo with the heritage jersey. You wear it all the time, assholes.
That's gonna happen. Don't worry. Give
Heritage
it,
jersey.
give it a year or two.
That
Oh
was a
yeah,
bad
we'll
time to take a
we'll
drink.
wear it for like 3 games. It's their
Give-
heritage jersey.
Give it,
Piss
give it,
off.
Lyle. Give it a year or two. All the teams will go back to the heritage jerseys full time, and we'll
They
be in.
better.
We'll be in '93 again. All right.
They had better. Oh,
So- It's gonna be a last game.
okay.
April 13th,
All right.
1997.
Okay.
What about that day sparks you, Lyle? What about that day? What do you remember about April 3rd? I was almost 14 years old.
I hate you because I was
Well, I
not.
was almost.
'Cause I was
14
not.
years old at that point.
I was much older at that point. I was
When was this?
97.
It's April 13th, 1997.
1997. I would have been 34. So that's right. I'm 20 years older than you. I hate you even more now. Bastard.
I
How
was,
dare you?
I was
Younger
a
than
sophomore in
20
high
years.
school.
Okay,
sorry.
what stands out
I
for
was a
that?
freshman in college.
There you go.
Would that have been Mario Lemieux's first retirement?
Oh, it was one of his last regular season games. That's what I'm looking for, though.
I'm gonna
Oh,
say
okay.
that's when that's when Keith Primo stopped for the Black Bears tie-in.
No, sadly, it's not. It's the 48th time that opposing pitchers hit home runs.
Ooh,
So that's a day. It's
Jamie
not that.
Moyer Day.
It's not Jamie Moyer Day. Travis Fryman of the Detroit Tigers homers off of Ramon Hernandez in both games, a double hitter. First time since *61 that's happened.
If this
That's
is going to be
amazing.
if this is going to be a baseball, haha, fuck you, I'm tapping right now.
Nope.
I'm tapping right now.
By the way, AJ says he was 9. And
Yeah,
then
there you
I
go.
hate AJ most of all now. How dare you be 9 and be
Wow.
much younger than me?
Lyle,
yeah,
Every
how are you
youngster.
9? How do you have such great hair right now?
Yeah.
going to the last game of the Hartford Whalers,
Oh, the Whalers.
April 13th, 1997.
Wow.
They take on the
Oh,
Tampa
wow.
Bay Lightning.
Oh my.
We've
Okay.
got 36 skaters, 3 goalies.
Oh,
3 goalies.
God,
3 goalies. So one got
did they
pulled.
play everyone this night?
They got 3 goalies, and 1 goalie played for a second and had a roughing and misconduct penalty.
Jesus.
Sounds about right.
Ladies and gentlemen, time for haha fuck you.
Oh God. This is gonna hurt.
By the way, we might have gotten lost because Chris says he was at that game.
Oh jeez.
Oh wow.
All right.
You were no. Come on. You're
That's
lying.
fine. That's fine. Here's the
You're
question.
lying.
It's fucking 21 years ago. Do you think he remembers most of it? Probably. Here we go. Lyle, we'll start off with you. Haha, fuck you. Hartford Whalers, Tampa Bay Lightning. Last throws of the 1996-97 season.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
This is definitely the dark era for me.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Not. Oh shit. Brian Bradley. Tampa Bay Lightning. Brian Bradley.
Haha, fuck you. Not on this team. Not on the roster for the night. Johnny, you're going too hard over there, John.
Ow.
Chris said he doesn't remember what he had for breakfast today. How's he going to remember this game?
He just knows he was there.
He knew he would.
God bless him. All right, Johnny.
Oh my goodness.
Johnny,
We're gonna
He's a
go
good
with
sport.
Rod Brendamore.
Haha, fuck you. Nope.
Oh, no Brindy for you.
Nope. Lyle, back to you.
What
Man,
about
these are
Team
some-
Grind?
no, there's no team grit either.
Oh, shit. It just popped into my head and then popped right out again. Rob Zamner.
Board. Rob Zimmer.
Yes!
Good pull.
Wow.
Oh,
That's another
Wow.
Brian Bradley-esque guy who just stayed with the Lightning.
Yeah.
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 Oh my God.
Johnny.
Woo.
I'm gonna go with Nikolai Habibulin.
Haha, fuck you. Nope. He was
Damn
still
it.
he was in Phoenix at that time.
Oh well.
Wow.
To Lyle.
Okay, I pulled Rob Zamner out. Let's see. So there was
These
no
years
Brian
are
Bradley.
always the worst for me. My college years, I don't remember any hockey.
Fuck. Oh. Darren Poopa.
Haha, fuck you.
Damn it. You don't make it easy.
No, Johnny.
I
Trying to get you guys in
I'd
regular
love-
season shape.
no, I'd love this to be correct, and I don't think it's correct, but I'm going to say it anyway, and I'm going to go with Manon Rayon.
Ah, fuck you. No, she never played a regular season game. That would have been a
That's too
great
bad.
time.
That
Would have been a
would've
great tie-in to the
I
Pink
know!
Floyd this weekend.
Yeah.
That would have been a great
I know!
tie-in to that.
I know.
Lyle. It's gonna be like another 12 minutes of bullshit for everybody. I love it. I love it.
I'm trying to find a good spot to drop yours.
God. Okay, I'm trying to think. Here. Roman Hammerlick.
Bored. Roman
Yes.
Oh.
This
We have
is
two
hard,
from the
man.
chat.
This
Well,
is hard
we got
because
two for the peanut gallery.
I'm doing totally
Two from the
blank
chat.
on the Whalers.
Chris would like to add Jeff Sanderson to the list.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Board.
Yes, Jeff
And
Sanderson.
AJ would like to add Sean Burke, which is bullshit because he's taking a goalie.
Board.
Oh!
Why are the listeners
Hey.
better than you guys?
Hey, shut up!
Because
I got
they're
two.
not drunk.
I got Sander and Hammerlick. Bite me.
They're also not drinking.
Yes.
Fair.
Hello. I mean,
Well, we don't know that for sure.
Scotch when I started.
We do. They have the internet too. They're on the internet.
Oh yeah.
We're on the
The only
internet
time
too.
we knew AJ wasn't
Yeah, but-
cheating was
yeah,
when
but
he was
we're-
on the show.
We're doing this, hands free, hands free. I'm free.
All right,
I'm just
Johnny.
kidding. I didn't call you guys cheaters. I'm joking.
Yes, he did. I just got Jeff Sanderson before I did. I totally forgot about him.
All right, so there's another goalie, which I'm not going to know who it
There's
was.
two more goalies on the board.
No, two goalies went.
Who?
Poopa and Sean
Poopa, no,
Burke.
Poopa was not on the board. Poopa
I said,
was,
yeah,
fuck you.
Oh, he wasn't on the board. I thought
No,
he
he
was.
was not. No.
Oh, check that out.
Oh, well, it's
Imagine
stab in
that.
the
That means I have no idea who the Lightning goalie is.
dark.
Alexei Zhitnik.
If he's there, I'm gonna lose it, man.
Good guess, but no. Sorry, I can't do that to
I
Lyle.
was so hoping you were
Can't
gonna
do
say
that to Lyle.
board.
It'd be great if I just went board.
Okay.
To
I'm
Lyle.
gonna try for goaltender.
Okay.
Lightning.
Okay.
Zach Burke.
No, fuck you. It is not. It is not Sebastian Bach's brother.
Damn.
Oh,
Uh,
I was really hoping it would be.
Johnny, to you.
Man, this is
Chris
not
Pronger?
easy.
Oh no, he is not on there. He was already in St.
Damn.
Louis, I believe, at that point.
No, he wouldn't be there by that point. Never mind.
Lyle, with Lyle was antsy.
For a second, when you said Pronger, that made me all of a sudden. And this is not a guess, by the way, but all of a sudden, Brendan Shanahan jumped into my head. But no, he was with the we were with the Red Wings by that point, so
Okay.
he wouldn't have been there.
I will say this, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
I will give a hit to Johnny because he does
All right.
zero in on goalies, and Lyle, you're
Yeah.
up too. You know both these goalies.
I know. Damn it.
It's just a matter of you figuring out how you know them.
Oh, son of a hooker. Do I know them personally?
No. Well, one you might. I don't know. One you might. I'm not sure.
I only know one goalie that I can think of, and I'm going to say it next. If Lyle takes it, I'm going to come up there and stab him.
Dude, right now I am completely blanking out on goal. That's why I guess Zach Burke.
Yeah. Good
I Darren Poopa was my best shot.
yeah. Really
Sorry,
was.
it really was.
Right.
The
Lyle, you're
goalie
up.
market is wide open for you right now,
Yeah.
my friend. Fuck. I'm gonna stay with Lightning because I seem to know most of
Sure.
them. But
Good luck.
good, I know, right? Fuck. I don't think he was with them at this point. I'm really starting to run out of names here. I got a feeling he was traded to Montreal by this point, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Igor Ulanov.
Board.
You're kidding.
Board.
Holy fuck.
He had one shot in the game. He
'Cause I thought for sure he'd been traded to Montreal by then. Okay, I'll take it. Jesus.
Johnny.
Wow.
So I only know, like, off the top of my head, without thinking deeper, one Whalers goalie, and I know that this isn't right. But I'm going to say it anyway because I have a stick, and it's Mike Lee.
No, he's not. No. It's not what I meant by you knew
More
him.
time to think.
You might have known him.
I did know him. I met him.
No, I know, I get it. No, but this is another guy you might
I
know
got
from
his stick.
from a family thing. Whatever.
Oh,
Lyle.
This is really hard. I'm completely blanking out here right now. Fuck.
uh-huh.
Do we have other guesses? Johnny?
Corey Hirsch.
I meant from the peanut gallery.
I'm trying to think. Go ahead. Let the peanut gallery get trying to think here. Shit.
No, the peanut gallery is saying that Chris says he thinks he has 2 more skaters. One is a maybe. AJ thinks he has a goalie in mind, but he will sit on it.
Okay. Yeah, you sit on it for a bit and let Johnny have a pop.
Sit on it,
because I'm
Patsy.
totally blanked out on goalies here. So you're told that market's wide open for you. Oh, go,
Something
go.
randomly just came into my head.
Say it.
Go ahead.
It's not a goalie though.
Oh, well, say it anyway.
It's Brian Bellows.
Oh no.
He played for the Lightning.
Yeah, no, he did. No, not this time. Sorry.
Oh,
Damn it.
He's not the best this time.
No.
Shit. I know it's still my
Chris
turn,
would
but I
like
was
to
happily
add one.
willing. I'm happily willing because I got very lucky on.
Shout him out,
off,
Johnny.
so. Yeah.
Chris would like to go with Andrew Castles.
Ooh.
Board, 1 assist on the game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm blanking out on these Whalers. I know these kids. Jesus. Well, they're not kids now, but I knew
No,
them then. Shit.
I'm not gonna lie, the 97 to like 2000 is definitely the like dark period for me in the NHL.
For me, it's just tough to because I wasn't paying that much attention to the bottom feeders back then. I was still totally wrapped up in the Canadians and just
Well, I was in college. I was like, I didn't even have ESPN 2.
You were hammered, is what you're saying.
No, I wrestled 4 years in college. I wasn't drunk all
I'm
the
sorry.
time.
I'm sorry.
I had to keep my weight.
Mm.
AJ would like to add a non-goalie. AJ is trying to allow me to get the
Go,
goalies
man,
now
go.
because he knows that I'm mad about this.
Do
What
it.
about the goalies? What you got?
AJ would like to throw in Michael Nylander.
Haha, fuck you. Nope. No Nylander on that one.
Technically, I know it's still my turn.
It is true.
Um,
It's definitely
was-
technically still your turn.
Was Keith Primo mentioned already?
He was not. Is that your guess?
Sure, why not?
Johnny, I unintentionally combined this with the Black Bears. He's on the board.
Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. I said it earlier.
That's right. You did say it, didn't you? That's Johnny.
No, he said it didn't have to. Did the game have to deal with Keith Primo? And then I didn't know he was on this fucking roster.
Hold on, I said
No,
I don't think he
I
said it.
give it to him. I
Play
can't
the
take
tape.
that.
We'll play
I
the
can't take
tape
that.
back. We'll play the tape
All right.
back.
Yeah.
Fine, I don't care that much.
No, Johnny. No.
We'll give it to Lyle. I still haven't gotten one.
No. You said him. You said him before I did.
I'm still trying to figure out
Come
these
on. Come on.
Because he said Keith Primo. Does it have to do with Keith Primo's last game? And I thought no, because I was talking about Travis Fryman. And then I looked at the roster. I'm like, fuck, he's on here.
Come on. No, come
That
on.
is funny, though.
Yeah.
That is funny. And I knew that Keith Primo was on one of these teams.
Yeah,
That's
good
Johnny's.
call.
That's Johnny's.
Who cares?
Johnny.
we really give
That's Johnny's.
fucking points. Who gives a shit?
AJ said this is the first time there's ever been controversy.
It's been a fuck you controversy, which is called fuck you, no fuck me.
No, fuck you. No, fuck you.
Chris would like to add Glenn Wesley.
Glenn Wesley on the board,
Jesus.
Mr. Whale.
Wow.
We are really sucking, and the guests are.
So the bad part is
listeners
I'm
are
really
just
trying to think
smoking 'em.
of early Carolina Hurricanes, and I can't.
I know, right? Oh,
Um,
I think I got one. Oh,
Lyle.
it's not my turn though. It's Johnny's turn. Sorry.
No, technically it's still your turn.
It's still
right?
your
You
turn,
never
yeah.
took
Oh.
one.
Yeah, you answered for
Oh,
Johnny.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Steve Chase on.
Board.
Yes. Because as soon as you
Wow.
with an assist though, with an assist from Johnny, because as soon as you said, I'm trying to think of early Carolina Hurricanes, and that was just like, and all of a sudden it was like the light came on for Steve Chase on.
Well, come on, really? Like we're
Yeah.
talking about the Whalers' last game. Some of these players had to have been on the
Oh,
Hurricanes. When
absolutely.
they
I know, but like that's not where my mind was. And as soon as you said Carolina Hurricanes, I'm like, well, yeah, shit. But now am I going to think of anybody else? That's the problem. Steve Chason jumped into my head. Oh,
I'm gonna go with he wasn't that guy. Who shit. damn it. The only thing that I can think of right now is Pete Peters. And I know it wasn't him. It was the other Peters, the one that played for the okay. So the newer Peters that played for the Capitals. He was a backup.
Justin Peters?
Yes.
Yeah, no, he wasn't on this team either.
Ah,
So I think he was.
again.
I think
Somebody
he's
who played in Carolina though.
I think he's actually younger than me.
I was just thinking, if Pete Peters would have been on the list, I would have never come on the show again.
He's like, no, fuck it. El Hijo de Patanza is going to be the new producer.
I don't wear a mask. I have a mask upstairs. Oh,
Uh-oh,
should
Johnny.
I wear
what?
the luchador mask on Friday night
Sure. Oh, yes, you should. Absolutely.
with the Green Terror wrestling t-shirt?
Yes, that'd be fantastic.
Yes.
I'm going to an indie wrestling event on Friday night, Lyle.
Oh, you definitely got to wear that. that
And by
gear, brother.
indie wrestling, I mean I think that there's like 200 max tickets.
Yeah.
You definitely got to wear the luchador mask and that t-shirt. Definitely.
Bailey will get a pop, that's for sure.
You
Oh,
got
yeah,
to.
No matter what.
Guys, I gotta tell you,
You
honestly,
tapping?
I'm tapping now, man. I
Tapping.
cannot.
AJ has somebody else.
I can't.
Okay.
think
Yeah. Is
Oh,
AJ
and Chris.
now.
Hey, do they have their go ahead? Who we got?
AJ and Chris. Chris would like to ask if the Grim Reaper was still with the Whalers.
Stu Grimson.
Bored.
Oh.
Wow. And AJ would like to go with Sammy Kapanen,
Oh.
Bored.
How? Oh.
which is also
no.
another great call.
Yeah.
God.
Again, and like you said, another one would have been early Carolina hurt. I don't know where my head was to this one tonight. Well, because I know what happened. I got fucking hung up on the Lightning, and
Yeah.
too much focus on the Lightning, and I
will
totally
say this. This is
pooched the
last.
Whalers one.
It's going to be 30. It's like 15 to 30 seconds. Last call for chat. Last call for chat guesses. Any
Oh,
position.
okay.
Last
Any
call
position,
for
go.
chat
Because
guesses.
I'm tapping out. I can't think of anybody else now.
I'm really pissed off that I have two more goalies that I can't think
Yeah,
of because I
two goalies
know
that
that
you-
I'm.
And two
gonna
goalies
get,
that
like-
you're familiar with.
Oh, we are both going to groan when we hear who they are.
And I would
just
like.
know it.
And if AJ doesn't guess either of them, I'm going to go ahead and wait till last to really singe in the fucking tube hair. I don't know what that meant.
really cinching that finishing hold, eh?
Exactly. Freaking
there's a-
To really lock in
like
Hell's
the
Gate.
small curly.
oh,
Johnny?
Trevor Kidd.
No, sorry. Fuck you.
I was gonna say that's got to be it.
No,
Damn
not
it.
there.
I think that's what I got.
We got any last
that
call
it?
from the last
Any
call
last-
from the chat?
Because the only other thing that keeps popping into my head is Don Beaupre, but I know that he played for the
No.
North Stars and not the Whalers.
Yeah.
By the way, let's give props to the guys in the chat.
Wow.
Johnny?
AJ just says if we're emptying the tank,
Yeah, empty the tank.
he's gonna go Jeff O'Neill, Corey Schwab, and Dan Cloutier.
I don't think was in the league. at
Haha,
that
fuck
time.
you on all three of them.
Oh,
Wow.
I knew Jeff O'Neill wouldn't be in there. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All
So
right.
for the Lightning,
Okay.
This is bullshit.
Sean Burr,
Okay.
Dino Cicerelli,
Oh, Cicerelli.
Corey Cross, Chris Gratton,
Chris Gratton.
Hammerlick was mentioned, Bill
Yes.
Holder, Jamie Huscroft, Damon Langkow,
Damon Lankow.
Brant Myers, Jeff Norton, Randy Poshek, Patrick Poulin, Alex Selivanov, Jeff Toms, Ulanoff was mentioned, Jason Weimer, Paul Eisbart, and Zomner was mentioned. Goalie
Yeah.
is staying for last. Adam
I'm gonna be
Burt,
so mad.
Whalers.
It's a good
Adam,
thing that my floor is all like
Yeah.
concrete. I'm gonna break shit.
Adam Burt, Castles Chason mentioned, Kevin Deneen,
Kevin Deneen.
Nelson
Oh.
Emerson,
Oh.
Alexander Godiniuk, Stu Grimson was mentioned, Kevin Howler, Kapanen was mentioned, Derek King, Robert Cron, Curtis Lecision, Kent Menderville, Chris Murray. Johnny mentioned Keith Primo before the show started, and that was like literally minute one. Stephen Rice, Sanderson and Wesley were mentioned. So the goalie for the Tampa Bay Lightning
Uh-huh.
Johnny, who you might know, but not know. Rick Tabaracci.
Oh, Tabber.
There is zero chance that I knew that he played for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
This one could hurt.
Uh-oh.
This one could hurt because he played 1 second and had 12 minutes in penalties.
Oh,
He represented a nation you are fond of.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He might be from Ontario, but he's Italian at heart. Jason Muzzati.
Oh,
are you talking about Jason Muzzati?
Jason Muzzati.
That is
Muzzati.
amazing.
Wow. Those were two really, really, really bad teams.
That was a really dog shit game.
Oh my god.
It finished 2-1.
Now, had
Well,
you
because
said,
of course it
had
did.
you said like you have a jersey for this goalie, and you may be the only person in the world that still has one, then I would have thought Italian national team. But I didn't go there. Like I didn't get that. I went Caps, and I was like, I don't know this guy. All right, well,
Wow.
I don't feel as bad for not knowing either of them because
All right,
fuck those guys.
Wow. Especially Rick
Especially Muzzati. What a jerk.
When you're from Ontario, you can't make it the Canadian team. You got to go.
You can't make the Canadian team, so you're going to play for the Italians because they won the World Cup.
That's it.
Sorry, they won the Olympics. They automatically qualified.
Yeah, they automatically got in. So it was 35-year-old Jason Muzzati gets in that. Oh,
Crazy,
boy.
man.
Wow. Yeah,
Well-
those teams were shit.
Yeah.
And if there's at any point that you guys don't want me to get anything, it's ask anything between 97 and 2000.
Okay,
you
we
go.
should probably make that a rule that we won't do that.
Like
Right,
even Capitals, I'm kind of iffy on.
Makes sense.
I mean, I don't mind going for dog shit teams and things like that in there, but yeah, maybe we should keep it out of the 97 to 2000 bracket for Johnny. Because that's really not fair. That would be like you guys get me involved in a haha fuck you involving baseball. Forget it. I'm just like no,
Ooh,
totally
let's
dead.
do one of this. Next week we'll name every team that Jamie Moyer played for in the
There you go.
Major League Baseball.
Fun fact:
All of them. No.
Jason Muzzati was selected before Stefan Fiset, Ty Domi, Link Getz, Peter Ing, Zdeno Shiger. These aren't the best names I know. Mark Recchi, Tony Amante, Rob Blake, Keith Carney, Joe Juneau, Alex Mogilny, Rob Ray, Jean-Claude Bergeron, Dmitry Kristich.
Chris says that he disagrees. This is fun, and we should always go to this time.
Chris is like, this is perfect.
Okay.
Fucked.
Okay. Long as it brings amusement to the listening audience.
Listen, that's the people we're trying to get, Lyle.
Yeah.
Speaking of randomness, and I'll have to see if I can find this. The Caps book that I was reading, they talked about how awful the Caps were at drafting when they first came into the league.
Mm.
And one year they picked somebody, don't remember who it was, before Clark Gillies went to the Islanders. And then picked somebody else before Brian Trottier went to the Islanders.
Oh.
All right, hold on. So Clark Gillies, that's easy enough to find.
Yeah, I could go upstairs and also get the book. I read it earlier, but I don't know
there's
where.
that too. So this was the first draft
Yeah.
that the Caps did. They
Yes.
Trottier in 74 went 22nd overall.
so Greg Jolly would be before Gillies.
Yeah.
Greg Jolly, the hot shot out of Regina. Where was
You never want a hot shot out of Regina.
No. What? Oh fuck, that's not Control F. Mike Marson. Mike Marson they picked. Mike Marson is a great man.
He
Mike
is.
Marson, underrated player.
Mm-hmm. And he was a pioneer for black hockey players.
Absolutely. First
Yep.
full-time NHLer as a African American or African Canadian.
Yep.
Now he drives for he runs a martial arts school and he drives for the Toronto buses. There you go. Fun fact.
Nice.
Fun fact. But yeah. But they picked Greg Jolie in the first round, they could have picked Wilf Payma, who had a pretty good career. But yeah, Clark Gillies went 4th overall. They also could have had Pierre LaRouche, 3-time 50-goal scorer. Yeah, they
Not
could have
on
also
that Capitals teams from
they
what I
could have
was
had
reading.
Brian Trottier. Could have had Mark Howe, but he was also playing for the WHA, so it would have been a while if we would have seen him. Could have had Tiger Williams. In his prime, Tiger was a damn good player.
Could have
Let's be honest, though. I feel like a lot of those players aren't really those players if they played on that Caps team.
Yeah, to be fair. The guy who would have been, I think, Trottier and Gillies would have definitely been. Like,
Yeah.
those are guys you could have hung franchise on, I think. Certainly Trottier. But
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Wait. Please tell me this is not the same guy. Please tell me the Caps weren't this fucking stupid.
Well, who, what, where, when?
Oh God, no.
What are you saying? They picked Sasha Pakalak?
Close. In the 74 amateur draft, 231st overall in round 18, when it was just the Caps, Islanders, and Rangers picking. They picked a goalie out of Downsview named Johnny Bauer. And I'm like, no, not that Johnny Bauer. Please, no, they didn't. It wasn't.
I was gonna say, Jesus.
I would love that. He would have been just after retirement.
Johnny Bauer Jr., who played defense, Washington Capitals, Downsview Beavers. It was actually the son of Johnny Bauer.
Oh. They have him listed as a goalie. I don't know why Hockey Reference did him.
I don't know why either, because I'm looking at it through the Wikipedia, and he's listed as a defenseman.
There you go. That's fine. It doesn't matter.
And Wikipedia got their info from for this. The Hockey DB. Internet Hockey Database.
SpectorsHockey.net. That's weird.
Yeah, where'd that come from? Hey.
All right, Lyle, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun.
As always, guys.
Also, by the way, in the 1974 draft, infamous Taro Sugimoto was picked in this one.
Yes.
183 overall. So
by the Buffalo Sabres, am I correct?
That is correct.
Yes. That was yeah, Punch Imlach not giving a shit by that point.
Hey, stop caring.
Yeah.
All right, Lyle, we will talk to you next week, buddy.
On the eve of training camps opening. Yes.
Hey, Lyle, so in 2 weeks, you're going to come on early?
Yes.
With
absolutely. Confirm it for me for sure. I will be there. Yep. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Good.
Hey, guys. Talk to you next week.
Bye, Lyle. There he goes. Lyle Richardson, SpectorsHockey.net, and at SpectorsHockey on Twitter for all the stuff there. Johnny, some shout-outs.
I'll give a shout-out to reggae concerts.
Nice.
I go to them so often. I give a shout-out to the early Carolina Hurricanes. Apparently, no one knew who you were. Give a shout out to Chris and AJ and Eddie. Eddie has a weird thing where if we don't talk about what he wants us to talk about, he leaves and then he takes away all of his messages. So
it's fine.
Sorry, Eddie, but we can't talk about everything that you want us to talk about. I think that's pretty much it. I'll give a shout out to Dan Cloutier as well, because he was mentioned earlier. And maybe I'll see Keith Primo at Piney Orchard.
There you go.
Yeah. I hope so.
Go for it.
Get a picture with Keith Primo and I'll send it to you.
That'd be great. Give a big thumbs up. Shout out to Ice Jerseys for the fantastic jersey they put forth. Shout out to Joe Daly, Sports and Memorabilia. Man, that's fantastic. They do great work. A lot of weird stuff in there. A lot of cool old stuff in there. Shout out to Printer for working. Shout out to the Maryland Black Bears, 1 week away. Ready to go. And I think that's it. That's it. All right, we're done. For Johnny P, I'm Scotty Watts. Take care of yourself and someone else. This has been Face Off Hockey Show and Face Off Hockey Show everywhere. That's a Blog Talk Radio / Face Off Hockey or FOHS Radio, Twitter.FOHS Radio, Facebook.FOHS Radio. We don't have an Instagram. But you can go to patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. Be like Matthew or Damon or Mark or Trista or Kevin or Ethan or Chris or Mitch or Brian or Angela or Sean. Donate. You can everything goes back into the show, whether it be advertising, whether it be equipment, or whether it be travel, whatever we do for you. So check out the patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. Until next week, guys, get your hockey season ready. I don't know what that means. I'm going to go now. Peace.
Warning,